for December. As I say, December don't reach. Every year just quiet. Nothing like December. Work no day. Every year just they dry. And I make and do.
So you know they be like this before.
No, you know they be like this before. You know they be like
so
this.
Now since Tinubu don't enter now,
now Tinubu don't enter now. Every year just they dry. Just be like say even bag of fries now. Everybody know if you afford that. How one carry do December. Even to travel go my village this year. How one carry do. We be say every year they dry. Nothing to help the youth so that the youth go forward.
What do you want for the president now? Make him do.
What I need for the president now do now to create the job opportunity and make where naira come down and make everything come down so that
naira or which one? Make naira come down.
Dollar so that go come down. Since been normal before so that our youth we did as this Xmas go there so that we go travel go our village go celebrate Xmas this year.
Everybody go jolly.
Celebrate this December well.
Thank you.
Government no one help us. But according to Mr. Buhari, he said we go find them. And now we don't define them already because
you don't find Buhari now.
We define them now because things not there like this when Buhari take for it. This is not going to be like this. So things don't manage it. They survive. They work. See our office, nothing come out. Video the office where they see our office, nothing come out. No work. Look at it here, nothing come out, no work. How we go take survive? Family man like us, now school don't open.
December we don't come now, no.
Nothing that happen, no work, no movement. Some people in there carry their motor for hand, they push, they go. They know they agree come again, work with their motor because of the fuel issue.
What do you expect now from the government?
What do you expect for the Buhari itself, for the Jagaba himself? What do you expect? They can carry the fuel issue down. Make it carry and come down.
So if I come down,
250 or even though at 250 or 200, we feel the manager and that say this high issue. Nothing that happen again. Look at how Anyama did. Look at the whole Anyama. Where we say I'm the chairman for this street. I'm the chairman for this street day and night. Now nothing that happen for the work again. How I go use get joy.
December, how you feel? So this December people go to
December and I see how December they run December. Nothing we see out.
You are the pillar that holds my life. Lily of the body, you are the pillar that holds my life. You are the pillar that holds my life. You are the pillar that holds my life. Lion of the night, you are the pillar. Chica, you are the pillar. Daddy, you are the pillar that holds my life. Lion of Judea. You are the pillar that holds my life. Walk anywhere. You are the pillar that holds my life. Hey, yeah. Master Jesus, you are the pillar that holds my life. You are the pillar. You are the pillar that holds my life. I said, Jesus,
life difficult for average Nigerians. How is that fuel subsidy? When what should have been done would have been to go after those that were collecting the fuel subsidy fraudulently to return the monies that they have collected. That would have been the solution, but we're not looking in that direction. I was determined to make sure that we got to the bottom of it and exposed everybody that was involved in the fuel subsidy regime. We have done a list, a compilation of their contact email addresses, and then their phone numbers. So we're going to call and also send them an email. And if you don't respond to the email, we also did a compilation of their addresses. We're going to send them hard copy letters, after which we're going to take them to court. Because we wanted to get to the bottom of it. So what did we do? Right at the point where we're about to send the emails was when I got this message about a probe by the House of Representatives. The House of Representatives ad hoc committee investigating the subsidy regime payments from 2013 to 2022 has said that the profiles of 23 oil companies trading in Nigeria are not known, according to data from the Corporate Affairs Commission. The chairman of the committee, Honorable Mustafa Ibrahim Aliyu,
all right, my people, I'd like to quickly come in here because I want you guys to get this right. You know, the House of Representatives ad hoc committee investigating subsidy regime. You know, this subsidy of a thing have been suffocating Nigeria for so many decades. But unfortunately, they found out that 23 oil companies in Nigeria are not known. The name are there, but it's not existing. It's just like how do I put it on? It's just like many workers, governments of workers that is what maybe they're receiving salary, but people are not actually working. I don't know how to explain it. You know, so 23 oil companies trading in Nigeria are not known, according to the data obtained from the Corporate Affairs Commission. Let's listen further. For you guys to know that it's long these guys have been playing games on Nigerians. Let's listen.
To 2022 has said that the profiles of 23 oil companies trading in Nigeria are not known, according to.
Thank you, my brother. Ghost workers. That's the word I was looking for. Ghost workers. Yes. Thank you.
Data from the Corporate Affairs Commission. The chairman of the committee, Honorable Mustafa Ibrahim Aliyu, at the resumed hearing of the committee with a couple of oil companies in attendance to explain their role in the deal with the Nigeria National Petroleum Company, NNPC Limited, said that they have serious questions to answer. Aliyu, who read the list containing the names of the individual companies, explained that a communication from the Corporate Affairs Commission, CAC, on the request of the committee came back without any information on the affected companies. At the bottom of that document was a statement that was shocking to me and annoying to me. So when I said that there was no fuel subsidy and all the evidences came out to corroborate that fact, that there was no fuel subsidy in the first place and that there was no need to increase any pump price of petrol, because even with the old price of 185, 195 naira per liter, NNPC was already making a profit of over 100 naira per liter. At 195, NNPC was making a profit of over 100 naira per liter. The studies are there, the empirical data are there. In the document that was done, that was presented by Dr. Agbon, it was stated there clearly. But since nobody will believe, since mainstream media will not believe, and the Tinubu administration kept pretending as if there was a fuel subsidy that they removed, we continued, only to find that the House of Representatives had set up an ad hoc committee to investigate this whole DSDP arrangement of the NNPC, and they had investigated this subsidy regime, and they came to some conclusions. And part of it is this annoying one that I will read to you right now, that Tinubu was made aware of, that Buhari was made aware of, yet they still went ahead to dance to the tune of the World Bank and IMF to increase pump price of petrol, to privatize, to devalue Nigeria's naira, to increase the school fees of university and unity schools in the name of signing the student loan bill, to privatize Nigerian company in the name of signing electricity bill. They were just doing all manner of policies to play and dance to the tune of the IMF and the World Bank. They still went ahead despite knowing what I'm going to read to you now. Look at it. Earlier, the committee quizzed representatives of Sahara Energy Resources Limited, Oando PLC, Hyde, and AA Rano, where they took turns to explain contract deals with the NNPC, saying they only lifted crude oil in the direct sale, direct purchase scheme and were not part of the subsidy payment. The oil marketers that were part of the DSDP arrangement, these companies I just mentioned, the Oando, AA Rano, Sahara Resources Limited, they were part of the DSDP arrangement. Now they have come out to say, oh, we only lifted crude oil to give to the refining component of their consortia. And then this consortia brought back refined petrol to give to NNPC, which NNPC now sold to them, that they were not part of any fuel subsidy payment. So what we were even going to send out emails for them to confirm to Nigeria, they have already confirmed to the House of Representatives ad hoc committee that they were not part of any subsidy payment. So the House of Representatives already knew. The chairman of that House of Representatives, Honorable Mustafa Ibrahim Aliyu from Sokoto State, is still a member of the 10th National Assembly. He's still there. The whole National Assembly, they were aware that there was no fuel subsidy payment made. They were. Oando PLC is headed by Wike Tinubu, Tinubu's nephew. Definitely, Tinubu is aware. From what the former governor of Bauchi said, Buhari is aware. So Buhari is aware, Tinubu is aware, and they still chose to increase the pump price of petrol in the name of fuel subsidy removal that did not exist. How wicked can a person be? How wicked can a government be? How wicked? Tinubu knew that there was no fuel subsidy made. Tinubu knew. APC knew. In fact, PDP knew. The members of these 10th NAS, they knew. They were the ones that conducted the ad hoc committee Senate hearing to approve fuel subsidy regime. They were the ones that conducted it and came up with this conclusion, where they were told categorically by Sahara Energy Resources, Oando PLC, AA Rano, that they were only involved in lifting crude oil in the direct sale, direct purchase scheme, that they were not part of the fuel subsidy payment. These are the same major marketers whom NNPP claimed that they paid subsidy payments to. These same oil marketers have come to say that they did not receive fuel subsidy. They have come out to exonerate themselves. So if the marketers that are responsible for this DSDP arrangement say they did not receive fuel subsidy, who then did NNPC pay fuel subsidy to? Who then did the federal government pay those 4.2 trillion in 2022, the 3 trillion in 6 months of 2023, the 3 trillion of 2021, and the 1 trillion of 2020? Who did they pay those monies to? And rather than go after the people who fraudulently collected those money, the Tinubu administration.
I guess you guys are hearing the trillions that these guys, satanic group of people this government have been paying since God knows when. You know, according to this reporter right now, that PDP is even aware. PDP is aware of this. Tinubu and APC, they are aware of this. So this subsidy of a thing have been scam. It has been a scam since God knows when. This is where we find ourselves. And the funny part of it is that some Nigerians are still saying, no, let's give them time. They will do well. They'll do well. Let's continue. I'm talking from United Kingdom.
Thought it best to punish Nigerians by increasing the price of petrol just to please the IMF and the World Bank, making Nigerians go through untold hardship, unnecessary hardship. We demand justice. The price for the pump price of petrol must be returned back to 195 naira, at which price the NNPC was already making 100 naira profit. It must be returned to reduce and reverse the inflation. If the Tinubu administration had
at 195 naira per liter, NNPC were already making 100 naira per profit. That means if they wanted to help Nigerians, because apart from NNPC making 100 naira, there are other bodies that you and I don't know that still have 1 or 2% from the remaining 95 naira, right? You see, we're in trouble. Normally, a producing...
Nigerians stand united that Wike must go. He is an unnecessary distraction in the FCT. But President Bola Tinubu must remove Wike as Minister of FCT. He's bringing unnecessary distraction to the government. Yes. We as responsible citizens, we cannot accept this kind of uncouth, indecorous person to continue to pilot the affairs of FCT. Yes. His actions are avoidably controversial and hurting, and his diction has been foul, combative, and condescending, as if he's a deliberate punishment sent to the people of the Federal Capital Territory by President Tinubu. In years and Wike's alleged penchant for land grabbing and cronyism has begun to emerge, as some of the land reforms are suspected to be targeted at dispossessing Nigerians of their properties and reacquiring them through cronies. There is tension in the FCT today under the brutal and sometimes criminal Wike is coming menace. His recent clash with the governor of Rivers State, Sir Sim Similai Puvara, isn't just a mere political disagreement, but a display of dirty politics that has no place in a civilized society. Wike's preoccupation with personal vendetta has diverted his attention from his primary responsibility, neglecting the critical objectives set by the federal government for the FCT. Wike's high-handedness in land policies, the revocation of lands, perceived animosity towards a particular section of the country, and the alarming manner in which lands are allocated risks of high-level corruption. It is evident that the action of Mr. Wike do not align with the government agenda for reforms and development in the FCT. Mr. Wike's tactics, reminiscent of an emperor, which is exhibited during his tenure as governor of Rivers State. And these are detrimental to the progress and growth we seek for our FCT and the nation at large. Furthermore, Wike's disregard for decorum in media address and his reckless remarks without considering their implications on the administration are not befitting of a public office holder. His lack of accountability and administrative failures are evident that his actions threaten to cause irreparable harm to the administration's credibility. Therefore, we, the network of civil society for economic sustainability, call on President Wike Tinubu to take decisive action to contain the excesses of Mr. Wike. It is in the best interest of our nation that Mr. Wike's disruptive tendencies are addressed promptly to safeguard the integrity of this administration and ensure that the objectives set for the FCT are pursued diligently and without any distractions from any quarters.
But let's see, Wike have responded to this first. Let's go to that. Then we'll come back to the Ohanaeze.
Yesterday, somebody told me that there are some people who were carrying placards. Because, frankly speaking, I don't have time to even see that. I was busy. I don't want to be distracted. I want to be focused and deliver on the mandate Mr. President has given to us. But one thing you must also understand, that this is democracy. So many people are entitled to their opinions. But what is important is your opinion must be in line of what is good for the people of the FCT. We can't continue to do the same thing, the same way, and expect to achieve different results. One of the big things about leadership is that you must be firm, you must be bold, you must be courageous to take a decision. And we have taken a decision to make sure our people are happy with this administration. We have taken a decision to make sure we do the best for the people as mandated by Mr. President. In policies you make, it may not favor so many people, but what is important is the generality of the people, not few people who benefit at the detriment of others. You know, when you bring a policy that will bring change, so many people will kick against it. Those who benefit, the few that benefit, will kick against it. But when you are focused and firm, they have no choice but to come back and align themselves with the policies of government. This is a hard time. We must take decisions, no matter how hard it is. But what's important is at the end of the day, the people should benefit from it. And so, let nobody bother himself that there are people who were paid, yes, they've collected the money, and that has ended yesterday. So we are used to all this So nobody should be worried that people are demonstrating. If they don't demonstrate, is it therefore that will demonstrate? So don't bother yourself. People must have work to do. What we want people to ask us, what have we achieved in these 3 months that Mr. President has given us?
I don't get that. I don't get that. What have we achieved? Although that was the best I can see from that video, because I couldn't find the longer video. But nevertheless, I'd like us to move on. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate you all. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all. Before I will go on another video, let me quickly take on this, the Ohanaeze response here on this article. Then we take this from here. As you all can see right there, let me read this. Please press on the like button, my people. It's very important, and let our voices go far. As you all can see that our visibility dropped, you know, although not just here, everywhere, you know, visibility dropped. A lot of people lost interest in anything to do with Nigeria, you know, but nevertheless, press on the like button, my people. As you can see, FCT presidential candidate governor trying to distract Wike Tinubu with protests. Ohanaeze. Who are these Ohanaeze? I first ask that day. Maybe we'll never get proper person we go explain that to us properly. You know, to be honest, because I've not been one Ohanaeze, I still carry on that the way they talk, say, you know, they should stop demolishing houses in Lagos. And there's another Ohanaeze now that is saying they shouldn't listen to the Peter Obi and all that. They are distractors. I don't understand. It's just like Nadeco. We also, you know, having some argument over Nadeco the other day. We have two faction of Nadeco. You know, does it mean that there's two faction in Ohanaeze as well, or just one? Because I don't understand, I'm only asking these questions. So I would like to be educated on this. But meanwhile, let me take this. The Ohanaeze Indigbo has said a governor and presidential candidate are sponsoring protests against the minister of the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, Nyesom Wike. Ohanaeze said the protests are aimed at distracting Wike and President Bola Ahmed Tinubu from performing their duties. Thousands of FCT indigents had stormed the National Assembly calling for Wike's resignation over alleged land racketeering. Then they went on, speaking for the indigenous, Juan Adamu Kaba Matazu urged the National Assembly to probe Wike's policies on the land allocation, reacting Ohanaeze's factional Secretary General Ukeshuku Isigwozoro said the governor and the presidential candidate were sponsoring the protest to score cheap political goals. In a statement he signed, Isigwozoro charged the opposition political parties to allow Wike to focus on his duties and not politicking. According to Isigwozoro, the opposition political parties should allow Nyesom Wike to focus on his duties and not politicking. The political sponsored protests in Abuja on Wednesday, 6 December 2023 were mobilized by an opposition governor and presidential candidate to score cheap political goals and distract Wike, who is one of the pillars of Tinubu's administration. Now, Ohanaeze they talk so. Ohanaeze they talk so. That he went on, he noted that despite Ikwere being Igbo, the Igbo would protect their own and asked Tinubu to ignore the antics of opposition parties to distract his administration. Say, now the Igbo, Ohanaeze, now they talk so. So, I don't say when it come like this, I really need to be educated on this Ohanaeze people. Because me, I don't understand. Sometimes they'll day left, sometimes they'll day right. You know, I'm confused right now, to be honest. I'm not joking about it. I'm confused. I want to be educated when it comes to this. But meanwhile, I would like us to move on, my people. Help us to press on the like button. Let's take one more video here so that we can move on. Let's quickly listen to what Oji Okbe have to say here. quickly, I'm going to forward the beginning though.
Can do it.
And
it's not surprising that a few years ago, you know, women.
Power to the women. I love it. Presidential Lodge and another. The proposed budget shows that the president turn our attention now to the controversial 2024 appropriation bill. On Wednesday, social media was awash with reactions following reports alleging that 10 billion naira had been earmarked for the renovation of the residence of Femi Gbajabiamila, the chief of staff to the president. President Tinubu on November 29th presented the 2024 budget proposal of 27.5 trillion naira to the National Assembly for consideration. The proposed budget shows that the presidency, through the office of the chief of staff, is expected to spend 5 billion naira for the renovation of Dodan Barracks, Presidential Lodge, and another 5 billion naira for the renovation of the vice president's quarters in Lagos. Well, Gbajabiamila, in a post on X, clarified the position, stating that he lives in his private residence, contrary to claims that there is a provision for the renovation of his house in the budget. Well, let's take his tweet now. He wrote, I have seen social media commentary regarding the 2024 appropriation bill, particularly the provisions under the office of the chief of staff to the president. Owing to erroneous nature of these reports, it has become necessary to clarify that there is no provision in the 2024 appropriation bill for the renovation of any residence for the chief of staff to the president. I live in my private residence. The sums mischievously quoted by online bloggers and fake news merchants are for renovating the presidential quarters in Dodan Barracks and the vice president's lodge in Lagos to overhaul the information management and communications facilities in the presidency to meet modern standards and to provide vehicles for the staff of the presidency. The sum proposed for these projects are clearly stated in the budget proposal and bear no resemblance to the deceptive online commentary. Well, Gbajabiamila went further to state that Tinubu's administration welcomes and encourages scrutiny of government expenditure, noting that the budget proposal is publicly available. Yes, it is publicly available. In the meantime, the proposed 2024 budget revealed staggering allocations of 61.29 trillion for renovation and construction of buildings, while an additional 6.82 billion naira was earmarked for vehicle purchases. I mean, this budget has gone viral. We have seen it. I did send the budget to you. Let's just pull up some more breakdowns that got a lot of people talking. The first is 319.28 billion naira that was earmarked for all federal governments, MDAs, and presidency to be spent on publicity, welfare, medical, and miscellaneous. Then also another 61.29 billion, which I had just talked about, that was earmarked for renovation and construction of buildings.
In case una no hear, make I tell some of you now, because regardless of how anyhow you play them, we have gullible people that will never, or satanic people that will never want to understand. 390.28 billion naira. That money now for the medical bills for your leaders, your politicians, your satanic politicians, the government, their medical bills, their publicity, their welfare, and miscellaneous. Miscellaneous could even be their Olosho, their girlfriend, and the newspaper, many more, and all that. Okay? So, but whether you like it or not, let me tell you, 390.28 billion. 9 them where they rule you go collect. Now their money be that. This will not get anything to do with us. We don't talk about 300,000 year. We don't talk about 300 million year. 390.28 billion for these people. See what the one using do that they did there. You understand? Then they now budgeted another 61.29 billion for renovation, construction of buildings. Which of the buildings? Which buildings? Of buildings now. So they're talking, right? 61.29 billion. So if you add that 61.29 billion to the 319.28 billion, we already have about 300 70 billion. Rough estimate, about 370 billion. Now we get here for let's hear more. Let's hear more.
Then another 20.52 billion naira that will be spent on the presidential air fleet.
Okay, in case you still asleep, now they never talk about me and you, since so in case you don't understand. That 370 billion where we talk just now, it never concerns you and I will be citizens. Now let's add, 20.52 billion. Join that one. This one a presidential air fleets. You never still concern me and you, or may you get out for mind. So 20 billion plus that estimate 370, we already have about 390 to 400 billion rough estimate, right? Round up estimates. 400 billion. Now we are still on the government. So let's move on. Let's see another one. 7.5 billion was a month for foreign trips for the president and vice president. How they talk just now. Now mostly add this one. The 7.5 billion plus our capped estimate just now 400 billion. We already have 407.5 billion. Right? More continue. More una way they say you talk too much, you hate Tinubu, you hate Buhari, you hate Obaseki, you hate because I am demonstrating my constitutional rights. You say I hate somebody. We never still inside this money they talk. So half a trillion, how would they go? So me and you never still inside. Most see when we go come out for inside.
This got a lot of people talking. Then another 7.5 billion naira, which was earmarked for foreign trips for the president and the vice president, 7.5 billion. Then another 6.2 billion will be spent on state house operational.
Okay, another 6.2 billion. For other 6.2 billion to the 7 point something just now, we already have about 413 point something billion, which is still in the circle of this satanic group of people. Now, let's listen to the 5.84 billion.
Vehicles, then another 5.84 billion naira will be spent on meals for all the MDAs.
Okay, now you can see that we have another 5.84 billion. This one are for food: pounded yam, turkey, chicken, which one again? Ice cream, all this one for meal, for all the MDAs. You see, now if you not add this one to eat, then we already have over 422 billion or 423 billion. Now, still the government, not you and I. Then, my surprise here is that at this particular moment, we still have gullible people that we come here try to hack our platform, insult us on our emails, on our WhatsApp, everywhere. Like, I don't understand. We are fighting for most of you. Yes, if I mute today, I don't want to talk about politics anymore on my platform. I'm telling you, it's not going to take me a month to divert all my followers into whatever I will produce on this platform. It won't take me. There's a lot of things I can talk about. Yes, of course, I can stop. In fact, in case you're not aware, you don't make anything from talking about politics. Go find out. You don't make anything from talking about politics. There are so many other things you talk about that people have interest on. In case you're not also aware, in this postmodernism, people prefer to listen to other stuff that you see as irrelevant than to sit down listening to politics. Most especially listening to politics in a country where your opinion is not important. Yes. So I live in one of the best countries in the world. That's where I live. I can choose not to talk about the things that's affecting Nigeria today. Now, why you guys attacking us, insulting us, that's what I'm still trying to know, because I've never in the history of my career presented false news to anybody. I've never. Whatever I present, as we are listening to Arise right now, we are third parties. I'm analyzing it to let you know that these people have allocated almost 430 billion, half a trillion naira for themselves, and you and I, we are not there. Let's listen further.
I know this one will catch Dr. Abati's attention, the 5.5 billion naira on meals. But I mean, I think a lot of people are you know, they are in their right to, you know, complain about these budgets, which are basically just expenditure. They are not really for, you know, capital or for anything that, you know, would encourage Nigerians to say, okay, this budget is okay. Even though a lot of people say it's a very small budget compared to our population, but it is a lot. Dr. Abati, I'd like for you to comment on Gbajabiamila first of all, before we talk about others.
First thing, you know, I worked in that villa.
Yes.
The chief of staff to the president does not have an official residence. There's no such thing.
Yes, that's what he
So
clarified.
if he says that he lives in his private residence, it is true. The second point to be made is that if you look at some of those subheads, as he himself has pointed out in his statement, they are not subheads for people. To answer the question here, is the budget office. There is an office called the budget office. There is a ministry of budget.
To be honest, I will stop it right there. You guys can go listen to about it later on. I don't just want to add more pains to what we all are already facing in Nigeria. Sometimes people ask us not to apply emotions to it when we are talking about what is going on in Nigeria. Yes, I'm training myself for that. It's not easy, you know, to talk about this kind of things and then you just be smiling. You know, I don't understand, to be honest. You know, that means I need some time to train myself to become somebody else. You know, yes, don't worry, guys. What you guys are training me for, you will start seeing it. Because for me, I don't know how you can discuss this kind of things, you know, without not applying emotions to it. Where government allocate almost $500 billion to themselves, and you and I, we are not part of it. The country, we all are impoverished. We are suffering. The suffering is the high rate of suffering. The poverty in Nigeria is just too high. Till now, it's baffling. It's really, really baffling. But meanwhile, let me take on this article quickly, then we can move on from here. Please press on the like button.
Mr. Ellis, sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Ellis, that was what I was trying to say yesterday, that they have been hardened in heart. All of them. Their heart have become like stone. That's what you see displaying every day.
Because it's unbelievable. It's
Mr.
unbelievable.
Ellis.
Yes, sir.
This is not the original budget. Oh, you know, he did not put that thing in that box. That box was empty. They are going to do another budget, padded one that they are going to continue with, because he did not put those budgets in that box that will go around the Senate President, the Speaker, and other leadership in NAND. He did not put it inside the box. So what we are seeing now is just a makeshift. There's going to be another budget, which is different from the one he presented, because they don't have a copy. The only copy they have is just one copy to the Senate President. That's all. So there's going to be another thing else that you don't know. This is another dimension of Agbadoism. We should get ready for it.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for that. For me, this is really surprising. I can't believe this. So people can be this heartless when people are suffering. The Senate President is planning his birthday for tomorrow on the 9th of December. You know, people dying, people are suffering. All this is happening. I don't know how I can explain this. To be honest, it's not easy. to explain this. Somebody is calling in already. I would like, okay, let me pick this call quickly. I still have a presentation. We have not started, but I just want to quickly pick this call so that we can take it from here. Guys, help us to press on the like button. That like button is very, very important. Thank you very much, my people. All right. Hello. Yeah, good evening to you. Where are you calling us from?
Yeah. Good evening, Mr. Najawash. I'm calling you from Istanbul. This is Johnson.
Okay, Mr. Johnson, go ahead. Talk to us.
Hello?
Sir. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I saw the is that what?
Go ahead.
Hello?
Mr. Johnson, we are here. We are listening.
Yeah, I said to me personally, how we Labour Party and put our bid to join.
Okay, your network is bad. Mr. Johnson, your network is bad. You will call back again. Your network is bad. Your network is bad. He's not even hearing me anyway, you know. So, but nevertheless, we'll give him the opportunity to call back again later on when I finish this presentation. Mr. Johnson, if you're listening to us, please call back again later, not right now, so that I can finish my presentation. Then everybody have the opportunity to give their submission on this, you know. But meanwhile, let's quickly go to the merger between the NNPP, PDP, and other political parties. This happened today. PDP, NNPP, 5 others form coalition. You know, remember the call on Labour Party the other time? Many of us, we kicked against it. So Labour Party is not part of it right now. But let me quickly take this. A group of 7 opposition political parties on Wednesday formed a new coalition in a bid to strengthen democracy in the country. The movement, tagged the coalition of concerned political parties, was formed in Abuja at a meeting attended by leaders of political parties at the National Secretariat of the Social Democratic Party. The coalition comprised the People Democratic Party, African Democratic Congress Social Democratic Party, People Allied Movement, New Nigeria People Party, Young Progressive Party, and Zenith Labour Party. The Punch report that the PDP presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar, while hosting a delegation of the Inter-Party Advisory Council in November, expressed fears of the country falling into a one-party state, urging the opposition to see the need for unity. Okay, the coalition was while expressing worry about the level of instability the country is going through, urged the judicial system to save Nigeria democracy and rid itself of political and executive interference. Speaking on the essence of the coalition, the national chairman of the SDP, Shehu Gabam, said, unquote, "We looked into the issue of the judiciary. The judiciary is the last hope of the common man, if it still stands. We are worried about the level of instability and the country is going through. If you look at the recent development in Zamfara, Nasarawa, Kano, and Plateau State, it is very clear that the judiciary must exercise extreme caution with some of its decisions." Okay, even the coalition, you guys are already segregating yourself. Look at you are talking about the state where things are happening, either whether you are talking about the political witch hunting or talking about the debt or poverty or whatever you're talking about. But the state that you mentioned is Zamfara, Nasarawa, Kano, and Plateau states. So what happened to other states like from the south, southeast, and southwest? None of them is here. But meanwhile, let's move on. What do I know? So I wanted to present that one to you guys quickly. Well, then I have another last one here so that we can move on. Press on the like button, my people, and let's do this quickly. Now, God bless you, my people. So the last article that we have and the last presentation that we have for you guys today, you know, we have another one here, as you can see on the screen. The criminal using fake presidential number plate to deliver smuggled vehicle custom. Okay, I don't get this, but let's take it. Let's take it together quickly. Bear with me, guys. Okay, let me quickly take what they're trying to say here. Distraction everywhere. Okay. Controller Nigeria Customs Service Federal Operations Unit Zone B, Kaduna Chedi Wada, has lamented that smugglers have been using fake presidential number plates to deliver vehicles across the country. According to WADA, they have also been dubiously using such fake number plate belonging to various state and local government, MDAs, emirate councils, and other government institutions. WADA disclosed this when he received Basha Rabe Mani, Zonal Manager, New Agency of Nigeria Kaduna Zonal Office, who paid him a courtesy call in Kaduna. He said, unquote, customs will not relent. We will continue to do our best by not allowing smugglers to use the old tactics of using the presidential number plate and other government institutions to smuggle luxurious vehicles into the country. This is one of the menaces we are having. It is saddening how vehicle smugglers are ridiculing the apex seats in the country by using presidential fake plate number on newly smuggled cars to deceive customs. Okay. I don't get this, like I said, but it's good we pass it on right here for you guys to know what is happening. But meanwhile, I have another one here quickly that I would like to take, which is the last one. I'm not saying my last one, and they finish. I know some people talk and I say, you first talk, say last one just now, but bear with me, guys. It's for our own good. But this one is for Sunday Igbohu. This is for Sunday Igbohu. I'm just going to quickly take this so that we can move on as well. Okay, as you all can see right there, court orders Benin Republic to pay Igbohu 20 million CFA override violation. Okay. Okay, let's quickly take this. The Economic Community of West Africa State, ECOWAS, Court of Justice has ordered the government of the Republic of Benin to pay Sunday Igbohu, popularly called Igbohu, 20 million CFA for unlawful detention. The court ordered that the money should be paid within 3 months. Igbohu had on February 10th filed an application before the court challenging his arrest and detention in the French-speaking country. Judgment in the suit mark CD blah 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 was delivered by a 3-member panel of the court. The ECOWAS court also directed the country to comply with its order and report back to the court with evidence of payment. Background, okay, I'll leave that right there. But meanwhile, congratulations to Sunday Igbohu anyway. But what happened to Nnamdi Kanu? Who is speaking from Nnamdi Kanu right now? Because as you can see, a lot of people are working so hard for Sunday Igbohu. A lot of people work so hard for Sunday Igbohu to be released. In fact, if I have to be precise, or rather to be specific, a lot of top Yorubas wings, they work so hard for Sunday Igbohu to be released. He's released now. They are still working hard for him to be compensated. But now I want to know who is speaking for Nnamdi Kanu. That's not the topic I'm talking about today, but I'm just putting it in because these are the two people that I respect that were fighting and speaking for the voiceless people in Nigeria. Nnamdi Kanu and Sunday Igbohu. Now Sunday Igbohu is released. Who is speaking, for Christ's sake, right now for Nnamdi Kanu? What do I know? Let's move on. Thank you very much, my people. That's all I have for you all today. Press on the like button, help us to share. I'd like us to start talking right now. For those of you that were asking for a link, I'll post out the link again shortly. For those of you that were calling in, I'll give 20 seconds, for you to call in now before I start calling on my panelists. 20 seconds, 1, 2, 3, remain 10 seconds. 10 seconds left. If nobody call in, I'm going to start calling on the panelists for them to talk to us. Thank you very much, my people, right there. I appreciate every one of you. Continue to do your part. Speak out. Let people understand what we all are facing in Nigeria. This is not funny anymore, even though it has never looked funny, but it's still not funny, with the way what we all are facing in Nigeria right now is really, really, really disheartening. These guys are located, that is what is on the book. They are located 500 billion naira for themselves why people are languishing away. Let me call on the first person on the panel to speak to us. Give us a mandate, my brother. Thank you very much for joining us. Good evening to you. Please talk to us.
Thank you very much for the time. Greetings to everyone, people on the comment section all over the world. Greetings and greetings to everyone. Well, I think on the last story that you just shared, one thing that Nigerians must realize is the fact that Sunday Igboho's release is a kind of was basically done, in my own view. I think you may want to look at it from various angles, from various points. But one thing that is so shocking is the fact that before this guy was arrested, right, he was fighting for the people. Now, all of a sudden, now they released him in court, because that release also is questioned. The day he was released, I think he was reading out some names and whoever did this, talk to this for him to be released and all of that. Now, if you're truly fighting for the people and then the emancipation of the people and all of that, now you have been released. I think the fight should continue, right? But the guy is in Germany. Now, that just tells the fact that these guys, they know what they are doing. Both the politicians and whoever think is doing whatever they are trying to do, all of that, they know what they are doing. All of this is just a way to probably play their politics and then do their nonsense. And, life goes on. He is already in Germany, enjoying his own life. And
give us a mandate. If I have to come in,
yeah,
I think I would disagree with you. You know why? These guys spent some time in prison and they were released with conditions. And the same way you are seeing that Sunday Igboho, who is silenced today, there's every probability that Nnamdi Kanu will do the same if he decides to come out with that same condition. And what is that condition? If I may say, I believe the condition goes like this. If you come out, we don't want to hear anything from you no more. We don't want to see you affiliate or engage on any kind of thing that you used to do anymore. Do you agree? You said yes. And if you disobey this order, you will be rearrested again. So maybe Sunday Igboho have complied to this because he wants his freedom, right? Then you don't also know, Nnamdi Kanu tomorrow, they might bring this kind of proposal to him. He might also want to sign. I don't know. I'm just saying, you're right? So I think you should focus on the government rather than blaming Sunday Igboho.
No, see, it's not about focus on the government. One thing is what you said is not far-fetched, and only if you had allowed me to probably make my thought. But I mean, where I'm driving at is, it is better to start something than to start and then coward in. It is better not to start a race than to start a race and then not finish it.
No, what are you talking about? How do you want it to finish a race? Somebody I don't know.
This is my opinion, right?
I know, but how? Tell us. We know. We're not talking about opinion. How do you want somebody that their freedom will be taken away from them to finish a race? How?
When you say freedom taken away from them, how do you mean freedom taken away from them?
Sunday Igboho, I just told you now. What about if he was released?
Did you see it? Did he make anything public to you? That he signed anything?
No, I'm saying, what about if he was released on these conditions?
Okay, so what you are saying is an assumption. There is no concrete evidence.
What you are saying as well is assumption. We all are on assumption right now. We are assuming.
No, we are not assuming. My own is a straight statement. Now, Nelson Mandela fought against apartheid, regardless of how many times he was arrested. Martin Luther King Jr. did all he did for the emancipation of the black people. So it is better for you to start a move, not to start something and then all of a sudden coward, probably just chicken in. That's my opinion.
Anyway,
That's my own thought pattern. Because one thing is, before now, I mean, it was loud everywhere that this guy is fighting for, is he Yoruba nation, or what was he fighting for then? Fighting against the fighting against the S-men and all of that in the southwest region. I think even today we now even have more S-men in that region than we used to have before now. So, but I mean, that's Nelson Mandela, the likes of Martin Luther King, they fought against injustice to humanity, regardless of Gani Fawehinmi did all he did just to see that people are being liberated. So whether Nnamdi Kanu released tomorrow and then that same condition being given to him, I mean, regardless, it's just, for me, it's better not to start something than to start and then all of a sudden you didn't even finish it and then you just let go and all of that, because people so much dependent on you. Guys, people were quiet in Sunday's Igbo's house. People were quiet because of him. They lost their life because of this man. Those people, their family didn't even get compensation.
Can I interject, please?
So, but I'll just leave that there.
Who wants to interject? Who is speaking?
It's Exero. I just wanted to interject, just to make one point.
Yes, of course.
Please,
we have noise from you, sir.
I'm at work. Just a minute, just one second, please. I just wanted to tell the man speaking that why what he's saying makes sense, but when Nnamdi Kanu was free, not a lot of people in the mainstream wanted to associate with him because they always say he's a non-state actor. A lot of criticism came from outside. Why is it that now that the guy is in prison, a lot of people are now seeing that what they were doing was part of the revolution that we are now envisaging? Because whether we like it or not, it was the factors in and around the country that prompted such people to come out and start saying there should be a dissolution of this union other than having Nigeria the way it is. But it seems like a lot of people are now seeing from Nnamdi Kanu and Igboho's perspective. But before now, a lot of people were like, these people should just be detained. And I'm just wondering why this sudden change of perception from a lot of Nigerians. He's not the only person that I'm hearing that is speaking like this. That's why I'm just reacting.
Okay. And that's why. So now that what you just said now will now buttress my point. Then if you're standing for the people, you should continue to stand with them, because the people already are. There was a force already for Sunday Igbo's and all of that. There was a force already behind him, but the government releasing him, there may have been something said, okay, this and this, and he wanted to live his own life. He will go, but this just shows that if you're going to stand for something, stand for that thing to the end. Now, going to
give us a mandate. If I may just add to what you said or join you to echo it.
Go ahead, madam.
What you are saying is that if you want to go to war, you must count your cost. You must count your cost if you want to go to war. Otherwise, don't go. Don't go. You can't start something like this and then they come and offer you something because they've threatened you or whatever, you back off. You must count your costs. You must be able to say, even if you watch your life, you will lay it down. Otherwise, don't start it. So I agree with you.
Okay.
I mean, Mr. Elvis. Yes, why are you still doing what you are doing today? Why are you still here on this whole thing? Right. Let's leave that. Let's move on.
That's a good question, Mr. Elvis.
let's move on.
If Tinubu approaches you with billions, will you change?
No, I trust him. He will not. He will not. He will not. I trust him. He will not. And that's why people like me can come out here and still speak, still make my voice heard. I mean, I live in the United States of America by God's grace. I have two passports by God's grace. It's just by God's grace. Whatever goes on in Nigeria, does it bother me that much? Maybe maybe yes. All is just by God's grace. But I'm doing what I'm doing today, regardless of where I live, or because I believe that something needs to happen. The country should not be run the way it is run today. And as you can easily see, okay, why do you think some of us don't go to some other platform to go speak? Because they don't stand for the value that we believe in. They don't uphold what we uphold.
You see, what I'm even saying is not even about these people offering anybody money. I'm saying, do you know if for any reason Sunday Igbo's family or anything have been captured, or I don't know. I'm just saying.
Mr. Evans, what you're saying is 100% correct. Should we see those documents? What you're saying is right. What you're saying is very, very true. But what we are saying here is that the fact that if we're going to do something, and I think that maybe even buttress what the first speaker and then Madam Bashir said, because one thing is either I go in or I don't go in. It is either I go in or I don't go in. And people may say, the man speaking, why don't you go and do it?
Let me ask you a question. If Nnamdi Kanu is released today and he has decided to stay mute over what he was doing before, so will you guys start insulting or stalling him?
That is what he chose to do, and he's entitled to his own opinion.
But that is what it might looks like.
Well, it may. You are only guessing now. Let's see what happened when Nnamdi Kanu is released. So
hold on. Somebody is speaking. Your voice is very low. See, Xero, go ahead.
Can I interject again? Is it loud now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so how do you imagine somebody leaving that place where Nnamdi Kanu is, or where Igboho was before, and coming out without signing some kind of deal? Do you also remember that the first time Nnamdi Kanu was released, he was told never to be in a gathering of more than 10 people, and he defied that order, and that is why he was held. And do you know that the Nigerian courts have released him on bail several times, and the Nigerian state refused to let him go? And the man has been in prison, has not tasted daylight for a long time. Do you know what it does to you when you stay in a secluded area, not by your choice, but by force, for only a day? And you stay in that kind of, and only God knows how many times they put him in lockup that's away from human beings at all. There's a deeper part of that dungeon where only you be talking to yourself. They can leave you there for months. When you come out of that kind of place and your sanity is still the same, you will manage the remainder of your life the way it is. Mandela was in prison, but he was able to come out and see sunlight. But the kind of prison that they say the DSS use is underground. And inside that underground, there's another underground where only you and your ghost will be. Tell me how they will release somebody from there and you expect the person to start fighting for people that didn't come out to protest.
That's what I'm saying. It looks like you are supporting what I'm saying, because me and not understand the game. Before, your submission was supporting give us a mandate, but now you are supporting me. Because
no, I was trying to say what give us a mandate is saying. He should consider the other side. That this man, a lot of people didn't support him before.
This is exactly my stand. Nnamdi Kanu to come out today to start all over again for the some lazy Nigerians that they are very good at speaking online. They did not do nothing about him.
For how many years they didn't even Nigerians. It was at some point it was just like the Igbos, only the Igbos. were the ones discussing this. And you know, sometimes when a person is protesting, they will ask which tribe is he from. If they say it's Igbo, they say, you don't mind them, they are like that. So
My
it was
brother, me,
becoming
I've been fighting for
more
Nnamdi
problem.
Kanu since
You see?
2019 on my platform here.
You see?
You
You
know,
see, so
so
when people want to genuinely come out and protest, and they say who are they say they are Igbo, they say, I don't mind them, don't take them serious. That is why. Well, what was the rest of Nigeria saying? They were criticizing this guy. They say this guy has polarized Nigeria. No, these people, when there is problem in Nigeria, the people that feel it first are the Igbos because they are the traders. Once there's small problem that the first people to feel it. Once Igbo people start complaining about a place, no, there's a real problem there. Now the breakfast don't serve everybody. Everybody's now complaining. Now I'm hearing rhetorics like from people from other, sorry to say, ethnic groups now saying that this guy is right. So why? What has changed? And why didn't people come out and protest his release?
Okay.
Thank you.
I think did you pause my time, Mr. Elvis?
yeah, I paused your time. Yes.
Okay, so I mean, okay, so now let's go.
Hold on. Shooks, what you are writing is rubbish. I'm not sure how long you have been following us on this platform, so stop writing rubbish there. You said 95% of the people on this platform wanted Nnamdi Kanu cage. Where did you get that figure from? You know, so stop writing rubbish and stop misleading people here. You need to prove how long you have been following us on this platform, and if you can prove how many videos we've broadcast here just for Nnamdi Kanu for the past 4 or 5 years, then I'll know you've been following us for a while. So stop commenting rubbish. That's your last warning right there. Because I don't want anybody to come here with hatred. You know, I understand I cannot always speak for all my panelists, but I know more than 60% of everybody that have been on this platform always advocate for Nnamdi Kanu. What do you mean? Where do you get that figure from? Then, Shooks, you are blocked. Get out. You don't need you here. Don't come again. Just be watching us. Don't ever come here again. Get out. We don't need you here. Do you love Nnamdi Kanu more? If you love Nnamdi Kanu, you're supposed to be on the street already with placard. Some of you people are the satanic people that is pretentiously putting on mask that you are for Nnamdi Kanu, whereas you are behind your keyboard. Prove what you have done for Nnamdi Kanu since they have caged him. Even when he was previously arrested. Tell the Nigerians what you have done for him. Satanic pretender. These are the satanic people that will pretend I be Igbo man. Whereas maybe you are one of the satanic people that doesn't even want Nnamdi Kanu to be there. That doesn't even want Nnamdi Kanu to be out, I mean. What are you talking about? He's blocked already, Larry Depot. He's already blocked. He's never coming back here again. You continue to watch us. You can never comment again your entire life. Satanic human being. Go ahead, my brother.
Well, I mean, Miss Elvis, you know, one thing is these people just leave them to be who
no,
they
my
are.
brother, you can't leave there because what SRO just said now is the truth.
No, I mean, I understand you. I'm not saying no blocking. I'm not saying no blocking. I'm not saying no blocking. I mean,
no, listen. If Nnamdi Kanu is released today, the first thing I believe that will run through the mind of that man is that who were actually there for me. Between you and I, if we don't lie to ourselves, tell me how many Nigerians that are really there for Nnamdi Kanu. Tell me how many. If not, be pretend.
And that's why we say that the one in Finland, if it really cares about Nnamdi Kanu, he should come to Nigeria and protest. Man,
you know,
this guy.
He's somehow now. People are pretending. They make me talk and just now say,
Mr. Elvis.
Yes,
that
sir.
thing that Give Us Amanda said now, that was what they said to Nnamdi Kanu, that if he cared about Nigeria, he should come to Nigeria and protest. And he went to ordinary Kenya and they grabbed him. You see, there's nowhere that you can do it from that is safe.
And since that time where they go bundle Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya, I beg anybody, don't ever get anyone protest for road. Yeah. Say Nnamdi Kanu must be released. But we know how many protests where the crowd where we see for street that day where they say Mohbad die. Nigerians, they go push you as my mama they talking. They go say they go give you gun. say go war, but you not gonna say they remove bullet for the gun.
I know Yoruba call them say Majolo Mwenye. Maybe that's what on the Sunday will consider. They say make it the dance go front.
I'm telling you, they will push you. Don't worry, we are with you. We are with you. These people, many of them are satanic. Like that satanic shooks just now. You know, he's part of them. He's behind keyboard. Now they power day. He has never done anything for Nnamdi Kanu to be released. Never. Me, myself, I can prove more than 14 videos when me don't do for this platform for Nnamdi Kanu to be released. Go ahead, my brother. Finish your submission. God bless
so
you.
I mean, that being said, now on the issue of Wike, so Wike can do anything he wants to do in Abuja, because if you think about what happened during the election, Wike basically took the changed the will of the people for his own personal ambition. The people voted for Peter Gregory Obi, my own president, but Wike changed it just for his own political ambition to remain relevant in the political spectrum. Do you know that people were quiet because of Wike's action in River State? Wike should be behind jail now, but Wike is working freely. For everything that Wike did in River State, if it was a working country, Wike should be behind the bar now. But will he? Maybe not. And so whatever Wike does in Abuja, hey, Abuja people, you guys are in for a ride. Because think about it. And, you know, Wike also has his own ambition, right? Maybe after 8 years down the line, I don't know. But I don't know what's going to happen in the long run. Things are going under the ground. I don't know how it's going to end up. But should it happen the way Wike is thinking it, he's projecting that maybe should, in case this drug lord, certificate forger, criminal, I mean, they even trace the death of somebody to him now in Chicago. He's on the news. I think I put that on my X handle. He's on People's Gazette that somebody's death when Tinubu was in Chicago. I mean, ask Tinubu and in it and all that. You can go look for the news on People's Gazette. FBI released that story, so it's not allegedly. So Wike will be thinking that after this guy maybe leaves the government, then he's going to be either the vice president or the president. So, and that's why he's pressing on the need why they have to build the new residence for the vice president. So he's trying to work ahead for the future. And so Abuja resident, the only thing that you guys can do is to press hard. And it should not be limited to Abuja alone. Nigerians need to press hard. These guys need to be chased out of power because they don't even get the power in the fort. It wasn't given to them legitimately. They wrote themselves into power. So whatever Wike is doing, he will do times 10. Nobody will hold him for it. Now, we said something here yesterday about the sudden death that happened in Kaduna. It is over 48 hours now, if not 72 hours. Nobody, no head don't roll. After 72 hours, over 200 people died. No head don't roll. And that's why I was telling Black Panther yesterday, it is possible that this guy there was not even anything from the desk of the supposed, in quotes, the commander-in-chief of the armed bandits, that the bomb should be released or not be released. No, whoever did that thing did it on their own will. Because this government is an illegitimate government. Anything can happen under this government. Now, you now brought up the issue of the budget. But Amila will do what he's doing, because if you look at the budget that the drug baron and then the head of terrorists got, but Amila will inflate his own because nobody is accountable to anybody in this government. You now bring it down to the likes of Akpabio. This government is just a government of nobody. Anybody can just do whatever they want to do without being questioned. So And I said it here some days ago. It is possible that, for example, somebody can hold a cold iron, stand on Top Million Bridge, and then just release the tablet in the cold iron, and they take the person to court and say, judge will say, Mr. Sakiru, why did you do what you do? Yeah, Sakiru said, no, guy, it wasn't me. Oh, it was the cold iron that released the tablet in itself by itself. Oh, it was not me.
Round up 1 minute.
Because it's been proven in this government is just a government for anybody can choose to do whatever they want to do. Nobody can question anybody. And so whether you make noise about the budget or not, these guys don't care. They just presented an empty box to the house. They are going to now sit down and begin to put in the real thing. They will end up in the long run not even giving you the real budget. That means Nigeria may not even in the long run know the real budget. So what you are doing now is they are just throwing numbers in your face. Just throwing numbers in your face to give Nigerians, okay, Akarani, Emoje, they will give you Akara today, give you Akara tomorrow. They will serve you plantain tomorrow. Oh, you guys continue to eat. But they are doing the real thing. The real damage is being done behind the scene. They are doing the real damage behind the scene. So in the long run, Nigerians may not even know the real budget. You may not even see the real budget because what was presented is an empty box. So they are padding the budget now. They are doing all they could to pad the budget. They are doing all they can to get all of their things into the budget. So Nigerians, like I said, I care less about what we say here, but I care more about the actions that we are not taking. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis.
God bless you, my brother. Thank you so much. That last word means a lot. You care more about the action that we are not taking. Yeah, that's the truth. Dr. Alexander Gomez, thank you very much, sir. I really do appreciate you. Thank you for appreciating me and for your continuous encouragement. May God bless you, sir. Thank you. It's good to hear from you. I would like to respond to there's somebody that commented that Godwin Obina. Godwin Obina, I agree with you 100%. You are right, because that is your comment right there. I think Nnamdi Kanu did not hate Nigeria, but it is just because bad leadership and sentiment that make this country not moving forward. I think Nnamdi Kanu was right. Of course, any person who gets sense knows, say, the way the Nigerian government have been treating us since Nigeria was created can push anybody to the wall. Except say you don't get sense. Like that shook shoes where they hide other imposter, where they hide other shook shoes, not be Igbo man, if you go find out. What do you know, what Sunday Igbo was doing and Nnamdi Kanu, Nigerian government pushed them to the wall. What about if this same Nigerian government give birth to another person, agitator, tomorrow? What is currently going on right now in Nigeria? Is it not enough for another agitator to emerge? I don't understand. The same time you're beating a child and you're asking the child not to cry. It's somehow. I've said it over and over again. If our leaders were good, even though anybody asking for a separation, it would be a peaceful negotiation. Yes, to be a peaceful negotiation. Nobody go even hear them. The day we go even happen, nobody even hear them. Now here you tell us, they said Akwa Ibom don't go Edo State. Why now? Wait till happen. This one way they happen. So look at the way they are treating us. They don't even care about all. They don't care about your plight, your expression, anything you are talking about. They are not interested. They don't care. It's crazy, man. Let me take some calls. Callers, some of you have been calling in since. Man of Prestige, let me quickly pick your call. Thank you very much, my people. Please help us to press on that like button and let's do this together. Man of Prestige, thank you very much, sir, for calling in. Please talk to us. Man of Prestige, are you there, sir? Or are you busy? Hello? Okay, let me pick another call. Sorry. Somebody is calling. A lot of people calling at the same time. What's happening here? Okay, sir, you called earlier on. Your network was very, very bad. Let's see if we can hear you now. Go ahead, sir. Talk to us.
Oh, yeah, good evening, Mr. Najawash.
Okay, thank you, sir. Talk to us now.
I said I was suggesting the only way the Labour Party can make headway is to join this this coalition. Otherwise, they can't go anywhere because PDP need force. Sorry, APC need force. You know, because Peter Obi kind of politics is a gentleman politics. And Nigeria does not need gentleman politics. Nigeria need only use fire for fire. You can't use cold water to fight people like the Wiki, those Tinubu. The opposition need force. When I mean force for force. Obi is very quiet. He's a very quiet man politics, and Nigeria do not want a quiet politics. We need fire for fire. So personally, I will advise Labour Party to join the coalition. Maybe for they'll make a dialogue. Otherwise,
okay.
No headway. You said?
I said okay. Thank you.
Otherwise, no headway. You know.
Okay.
So that's just my suggestion.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let me move back to. I got Mr. Shimize. You called in. I'm calling you back quickly. I just want to return some about 3 calls. If you guys don't pick on time, I move on to the next person. All right, guys. Please bear with me. Let's do this together. Okay, you are not picking right now. I don't really like calling somebody and you don't pick on time, so I'm sorry. You know. Okay, let me come back to the panel again. You know, let me come back to the panel. I would like us to give opportunity to hear from Madam Patricia. Madam Patricia, good evening to you, man. Yes, sir.
Sorry, before Madam Patricia. Now, I understand where that man is coming from about the coalition thing, right? But have you heard the late story coming out from Kano State about what NNPP is doing? Now, I think they are even the one now saying that they are the association themselves from the governor that is fighting his own legitimacy. So when we talk about, I'm not against coalition, right? But do you know after the election in Kogi State, the PDP youth went on protest against Dino Melaye.
Okay.
So I mean,
all those one are sponsored thing now.
Whether sponsor or no sponsor, it's creating a story out there.
Let me take this call, sir. Yeah. Let me quickly take this call. And hello, can you hear me, sir?
I'm not with my phone.
Okay, that's fine. Go ahead. Talk to us. Good evening to you, sir. Talk to us. 2 minutes.
Yeah. Niger Watch. Greeting. Long time.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, good day.
Go ahead.
Hello? Okay, yeah, Niger Watch. What you say, you know, about Nnamdi Kanu is pure. You know, I love when people say the truth. Yes, also so many people that say Nnamdi Kanu, so many of them are not doing the fight. They are just some of them are the one that sold him to Nigerian government. Some of them. But you say he said it all. It's not about Nnamdi Kanu say one thing. He said, I need 100 people. And they haven't get the 100 people to work with. So he will believe that when he said that thing, he sees. When he said that thing, he know what he said. And that is true. You know, his word like a prophet is a prophet. All what he said happens. It's all of them, so many of them already happened. You see it come and pass. So what you say, I can't say it's not true. You say the truth. About when he come out, Nnamdi Kanu is kind of somebody. When he come out, he will stand where he stand. He said either this or nothing. I believe on him, and that's what he believes. So
okay.
in other hand of party area, for me, if you can beat them, you join them. That's it. Because if they have as a margin now, it's better all of them match. Because if you match, you're gonna take power by fire by force from these people. If you don't match, I will tell you one story. I know if you can give me time. I will tell you one story what happened when I stayed in Nigeria. I was in Aspanda. I'm a businessman. So this is new people. They'll be ruling Aspanda. They'll be ruling from Itumota. They'll be ruling for a long time. They're ruling they be the one that every time present. At a point, they call us one name. So which we now do what? We now emerge to grab this power from new people. From them, since then, for how many years now, new people haven't get the power back. Just recently, they do what Nigeria did. They do the same thing. All this thing we are saying, corruption here and there, is in everywhere, in every association.
Okay.
So this is how we're going to do it. Let people be. Nobody say no. Even Ivins, please. Even when people be come out and say, even I will say, let them go quickly. It's better.
Okay, no problem.
Enjoy the moving train.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank
God
you.
bless you, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Hello. Yeah, good evening to you. God's Power, thank you very much for calling in, sir. Talk to us. God's Power, are you there?
For everything that you're doing. Yeah, I'm there, sir.
Okay, yeah,
Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Thank you very much, sir. Talk to
God
us.
bless you for everything you're doing. I just want to say thank you for the wonderful thing that you've been doing. First of all, let me dwell on the Nigerian themselves. I think at this point, from the video that you first played, I begin to see that a lot of Nigerians are moved up based on the way they are talking. And sometimes I used to tell people that the problem we have in all this tribalism, something that somebody will say the problem is from the Fulani from North. They know we have people around us, and based on the video you shows from those people that they interview, I've seen that a lot of people are attached. They are already used to this suffering. Imagine what is coming out from those two guys that interviewed. They say, okay, Nigeria will be better. With this kind of hardship that the level is going, that we have not even reached up to a year. Oh, I'm sorry for my country. I'm sorry for the people there. I wish they can wake up and realize that this man is driving people to nowhere. Than this thing. I don't want to call him negative. I don't want to use negative word. Then, based on my imagine that people are clamoring for March, I want Nigerians to understand one thing. What you imagine with these people is as bad as if you can recall it very well. Majority of people in APC today, they are from PDP. So
exactly.
It's like you imagine with your enemy.
Yes.
Imagine with your enemy. Tell your enemy that you want to marry with them. Why are Nigeria only easily forgotten? It's only in Nigeria you see that bad people cross from bad to good. The issue of margin to me is totally no. We are not margin. If Nigeria want the betterment for our countries, the labor should stand alone. And we want sincere and integrity person. It's not about margin. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Okay, guys, let me quickly talk about this merging of a thing. Are you guys aware that Labour Party merging with these same people, everybody that have merged right now, SDP, whatever, PDP and NNPP and many others, all of them are the same people that have jumped from one place to another. Yeah, I understand some of you will say that Peter Obi was in PDP as well. Yes, Peter Obi is somebody that we, the Nigerians, the concerned Nigerians, discovered, and we are holding him so tight, right? So now, have you asked yourself, if Labour Party decided to merge with these people, in the next election, will they allow Peter Obi to be the presidential candidate? You think that Kwankwaso will step down for Peter Obi? You think Atiku will step down for Peter Obi? And many other people that you don't know yet. Come on, guys. If we are talking, please, you need to look at this whole thing, in a holistic view. Let me call on Madam Patricia. Madam Patricia, thank you very much for your patience. Please talk to us.
Good evening again, Mr. Elvis. Good evening, everyone, and thank you all for all you do. Please hit on the like and share button, very important, and also subscribe to the channel so that our voices can go wide and far. Thank you so much, and God bless you all. What am I going to say? Is it from the Wike one, we are one start safe, or the Meji one? I think I will take the Meji one first.
Just start from the Meji, that's fine, yeah.
Yes, I think I will start from the merging for me is a no-no. Why not? You see, a leader is not all the time one that is in the front seat. You know, a leader can be someone that steers the ship, though he has captains that are actually doing the work, you know, but he is on the background giving the instructions. For example, Moses and Joshua, you know. So this can be seen. Moses is the leader, but Joshua was the one that went to the war front. So I think it's time the obedient movement create a party that is particularly for people like me and you with like-minded, well-meaning Nigerians. And let's leave this Labour Party in their own quagmire. Because everything that happened, honestly, if we want to look at the whole thing, analyzing all things, I don't think Labour Party is 100% innocent in all that happened, all that transpired. I don't think so. Maybe people might, want to prove me wrong, but when you look at all the happenings, the antecedents, you can see that there is a hand of people collecting something somewhere, and so I'll leave it at that. But I think it's time for Mr. Peter Obi to look at steering this momentum that is gathered as obedient, this movement, and detach himself from the Labour Party. It doesn't matter. He doesn't need to contest. If that being the case, we need somebody that is outspoken, somebody that is like a warrior, like in the front. But he can be the one on the background steering this ship. So that's my own suggestion, and that's my opinion to what I think we should do, instead of even having Labour Party stand on its own. Labour Party stand on its own, there is no way, I can tell you, because there's so many controversies with the Labour Party itself already. We saw what happened, all the shenanigans, Arab Bambi, then the other one. Come on, where does that happen? Just look at the whole thing that happened during. No, there was so much drama about the Labour Party and Abure is no longer president, national president, chairman, the other one. Oh my God! When you thought you finished one, another one started. In one party. So we need something that is that we can say it's ours. Obedient movements. Okay, maybe they should add another thing to it as well. The obedient new Nigeria, the new Nigeria, whatsoever. Anyway, we'll find a name for it. Obedient new Nigeria, something. We have to come together and create this party ourselves, form it, and then let Peter Obi, let our principal be the one that is steering the ship. You understand, with the vision that he has, and pick people in key places. And so I think that's what we'll do, not this merging of a thing. I don't think that will work, because all the people that are coming from all those places, they are still the polluted and corrupted seeds. If you are not like the other one, somebody called and say, if you cannot beat them, join them. I don't believe in that. I don't join because I cannot beat them. Rather, I will find a way of staying ahead of them. That's how I work. I can't join you because if I don't have the same ideology with you, I cannot join you. It's not possible. So that will not work with me. And if there's any measure for me, that's the end. I'm not interested because I don't see how they are going to change. And we already saw the undertones based on what they were already hearing now. Nasarawa, Kaduna, Kano, or whatever. We already heard them then, what they were calling out on. So it's already a segregation. There's already a division before even they started. They already are already picking and choosing where they belong and where they don't belong. So how can you fit into that? So that's my take. And then coming to Wike. Yes, Wike is bad. Wike is naughty. Wike is whatever. But I want to go back to what we saw when he was first made a minister of the FCT. Yes, Mr. Tinubu's regime brought Wike. Wike rigged the election for Mr. Tinubu. Yes, I agree. I'm not disputing that. It was everybody saw it. Okay, but now the fact is that Wike is the minister of FCT, and we know the kind of voices that came from up north saying that, oh no, Anifide should not be in charge of FCT. So now, when we see these things, we need to take it with a pinch of salt. Yes, he's made his what they call it, portfolio clear that this is what the mandate he got from his boss. That whoever build on the wrong place, their building will come down. That's what he stated from, I think it was even the first day or second day that he was in that office. So if this is happening now, people are coming out and shouting after what we heard also that it's not supposed to be because it's an infidel, because it's a Christian, So if we are saying this now, then it will make me think that this is all a conspiracy against him as well, because of the antecedents, what has gone before, what we've heard already from this same group. Now they've grouped themselves, calling themselves whether the well-meaning, whatever they call themselves. But, the thing is, yeah, the first intention, the first comment you make will always set the tone of what follows. So all this that we are seeing, they are all also the same people that have said it was not qualified because it's an infidel, according to them. They are the same people stirring up these groups to come up. That's my own opinion. That's my opinion. And I don't think I'm wrong. I don't think I'm wrong with that. So Wike is naughty, yes, I agree. Wike is whatever, I agree. But Nigeria is for everybody. And a particular place must not be dominated by only one group of people. So for now, Wike should stay. If you ask me, he should stay. We all own the Nigeria. I beg. When we look ourselves eye to eyeball and tell ourselves the truth. Wike is naughty, yes. Now he feed themselves. Now he feed them. If not be Wike, who want one? Which other minister get that two head we go stand there? Men they cry. I beg. I don't feel so. I beg. Me myself, I don't tire.
Thank
the
you.
The whole team said, thank you.
Mother Patricia don't scatter table. Oh my God.
Where you tire they go? You think they your forehead, Nigeria. You know they tire go anywhere. You want clean them? Or you are tell about God now?
Mother Patricia don't scatter every table finish. You say I'm weak like fit to the for Abuja. Wow, you're for everywhere. Guy. All right. Let's move on. I was actually discussing with somebody yesterday, similar thing they were saying, that if not because Tinubu is, he forced himself on the people and all that, but some of the things that Tinubu is doing to some elders. He was mentioning some names that I cannot mention here because there's no fat on it. There's some leaders, some May elders or leaders or secret rulers of Nigeria that Tinubu is currently suffocating almost all of them. You know, that's the biggest problem right now. But if, you know, blah, blah, blah was saying all that, was like, oh, are you sure? You know, can you come to our platform to talk about it? Say no. Say they go look for him and all that. It was like, oh, so in case you guys are not aware, allegedly, some people, they say some people, they cry where you don't know where they rule Nigeria. Some of them, they cry right now, say, you know, say Tinubu, they deal with them privately and all that. So I don't know. For me, I don't know. So nevertheless, I want a better Nigeria.
But how in one dealing with them, how it benefit Nigerians?
That's what I don't know. So for me, I don't know what's the fact. Hold on, somebody's on.
Mr. Naija Watch.
Yes, sir.
Be very careful. They are sending a new dimension into the old quagmire, into the atmosphere. Everybody be very careful. Don't take anything now.
Exactly. Thank you. Hold on. I have somebody on the phone. Thank you, sir, for calling in. Good evening to you, sir. Talk to us.
Good evening. Mr. Naija, thank you very much for giving me the opportunity. As Mrs. What they call it, Rita, was wrong.
Mother Patricia.
Madam Patricia, very good. Madam Patricia is wrong for what he said. Look, she's not living in Nigeria. Is it not? So you're not living in Nigeria. I should know what to say because he said Wike was this, Wike was this. Wike is nothing. Why can Wike started to come from River State and come and detect from North? What do you mean by that? We people, I'm not. That's why I like Mr. Naija what? Because it's not this thing. It's not biased. Why people are biased? Which should come from River State and come and detect from North here? Do you carry me to go to River State and detect in River State? It's not good. Why should you be talking like that? That she detect? Which should detect here? You are going to show him here. It's a matter of time. Which cannot stand for us. Which has been he wanted to sell the land of Abuja to himself and to his members, the MC members. Why? Entities has gone out the land. If you are taking land from the entities, it's wrong.
All right.
That.
I think we should be blaming more of Tinubu than Wike that often, you know, because Tinubu gave him the power, right?
No, Mr. Naija, I'm not good in that. I'm not biased. I'm not language something. I support Mr. Obi and I use my life of work to do that tomorrow. I'm telling you, I support. Why again he said Mr. Obi should not contest again? Why Mr. Obi not contest?
Adesu was Sagede.
Mr. Naija, sorry to burst in. I like that guy's take. Now indigenous get the land, but I will get the resources.
Okay, please let him finish. Please, everybody cannot unmute, please. Okay. No. Go ahead, Mr. Caller.
Because we want to Obi should be there, and Obi and the girls supposed to become a president of the country. Just send Mr. B should not contest again. We Nigeria here, we like him. We are there. We're here. I'm telling you, if he come out today, we are going to vote for him again. We Nigerians like him. Don't send outside and continue to condemn and say language. You are still language wrong. Don't let the concern of you again.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Don't say it's your prisoner. It's your prisoner and you are saying something wrong on that.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir.
We love him. We are going to vote for me again.
But the situation we are facing now, sir. Excuse me, sir. The situation we are now, please. 1 minute. Use answer. Talk to our people. Talk to them. Wait, not they hear English. Talk to them, sir. 1 minute before you go.
su shege now, arayi now. Mukarama na dia na mune. Gari muneke. Ubon neke de kish.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. God bless you. Thank you. Now good day. Now good day.
But sorry, can I ask him a question now, sir?
No, he's gone. He's gone. He's gone already. Hold on, Mother Patricia wanted to say something. Mother Patricia,
yes,
go ahead.
because it was because of me he came, so I need to
he
answer
disagreed
him.
with you. He did not come to fight you.
So exactly. So now, if you listen to his statement, he said that Mr. Wike cannot come and dictate to them in the north. Yeah? Okay. Is that not implicative?
How?
Because as far as I know, Abuja is a federal capital. It's a federal territory. Belongs to all Nigerians. So why will you come and be telling me that, telling us that Mr. Wike cannot come from River State to come and be dictated to them in the north?
Okay.
All right. Is it claiming to tell me that Abuja belongs to him, to the Northerners? Because that was not the deal before they moved it from Lagos. They told every other state that Abuja belongs to Nigerians.
But the Patricia, where Abuja did, and not at the south, at the east.
No, okay. But when it means that it cannot be coming to detect to us in the north. It means that you cannot just detect to the
from the position of Abuja. Abuja is in central.
But
and it's central even.
No, but what he was saying, he said Wike is carrying the lands, sharing it to APC people. That's their cry.
That is alleged. It's still alleged. We don't know whether that's true or not. Because from the cry that came from the north, the same people that is supporting now, the people that, the cry that came from the beginning is that Wike is an infidel because he's a Christian. He's not fit to be the minister of Abuja. So that's where I am standing.
Okay. Thank you. Hold on, sir, please. Hello, sir. You are calling back. You have 30 seconds because we need to move on.
Mr. Rita, this is what I say is not. I say, okay, cannot come and take our land and not say, I'm sure for every member, you share for the groups. Is it the owner of the land? And you brought to any this.
Yes.
That's one of the land.
He's complaining about the land.
That's what I'm fighting for.
Yeah.
I'm not biased.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Now I get you. What you don't understand now is just like what is happening in Lagos. Some part of the people are saying that, oh, they have the target and all that. Now, the Northerners or the people in Abuja are also saying they have the target. That is the situation right now. But meanwhile, we have Madam Busy Brains here with us. Madam, good evening to you, man. Thanks for calling in.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry, I think I'm watching you people delayed or something because I didn't even hear that you were picking my phone. Good.
That's fine.
Well done for keeping word.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
I don't know how far back I am, but I'm trying to respond to Madam Patricia's response to the man that called from Abuja.
Yeah.
You see, I find it a bit double standard. Yes, Abuja is for all Nigerians. Abuja is central. However, if what is happening in Lagos, in Abuja, there are indigenes of the Abuja. And the indigenes, if you cannot believe the places they live in. They live in slums, in the villages, in huts. Yeah. So if Wike is coming and handing their land to APC, I know they say it is alleged, then everything that we have heard about APC is alleged. And if what is happening in Lagos, it is going to be alleged too that they are sending people to go out of Lagos. The indigenes of they are saying that it is only indigenes that can live in Lagos, can trade in Lagos. They are not even demolishing people's houses that are not from Lagos. So what is different with what right has Wike got? If the indigents of Abuja rise up now and say stop, why are you sharing the land you are coming to come and share? It is land from somewhere. People lived in those lands. People lived there before it became a federal capital territory. And if you are going to share it, let it be shared equitably, not one side of the party. You see?
Not in a satanic way.
So, yeah, not in a satanic way, because it is done in a way that is not fair, it's not equitable. You are taking from somebody and then you are still going to give it to somebody. Like what is happening in Lagos now, all those demolitions, go back again, you will see that they've given it to somebody. Those lands will not be laying fallow. They will sell it to another person. And what is happening in Abuja now, they are taking it from the rightful owners and then giving it to somebody, looking for flaws or one lie or the other to come and claim it and take it and give it to their own people. You know, and it's done in a very, very satanic and demonic way. They came to come and put people into more hardship, into more poverty, into more distress. That is what they came for. Don't be deceived and they came to do anything good. No, they came to divide and increase the poverty gap. I mean, to increase the gap between the rich and the poor. They are trying to eradicate the middle class. And the only rich that is permitted is the satanic APC. If you are for them, if you are with them, then you are permitted to breathe.
Okay.
Let me just
thank you, man.
Thank you so much for allowing me to
No.
to
Thank
come
you.
in.
Your cause means this call means a lot as well. Thank you, madam. God bless you. All right. I can see some people now fly the verse for that comment section. Me not understand though. Some of my body they hot for that comment section. Yes, sir.
In my submission, I will explain what
your submission to now.
No, I said in my submission, I will explain what the man that called in, and I will
when you reach
explain what is happening.
No wahala. Yes, I'm coming to you. Good evening to you, sir. Thanks for calling in. Please talk to us, sir.
Good evening, Mr. Niger Watch. God bless you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much for taking my call. Sorry, I just wanted to call in concerning this Wike and Abuja thing. Now, I don't want to go too far into all these other issues you people are discussing, but let's say it this way. Back in 1983 or so, 85, it was Babangida who said he was moving the federal capital from Lagos to Abuja because people in Lagos are trying to just the same thing we are hearing. The land is ours. The land is ours. So he said we are going to a central place, neutral, not belonging to anybody. So they carved out from Niger State, from Kogi, and what do you call them, Nasarawa and thereabout, and they formed Abuja. Now, I don't see anything wrong for any minister to be picked from any part of the country. Though all the FCT ministers we've been having had all been Hausas and Fulanis all along. But here we are. The issue is not even that. I think what Jan Gentleman is talking about is the way Wike is destroying. He has destroyed houses based on what they discussed behind, the closed doors. Now he is now sharing land to the same people who are pursuing people from their own place. They don't want people to build houses in their own area, but they want free land now. Mr. Watch, let me say this to you. Fairly enough, I bought some land in Abuja a few years ago, which I have not even developed.
Okay, sir.
Quite a few plots of land. But then, what happens now if Wike goes around to such places and also redistribute such land that we paid for?
Okay.
And he gives it freely to the members of his party. What do we do?
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. We need to move on now. Thank you. Thank you for calling. God bless you, sir. All right. If you listen to what our brother that called from Abuja is saying, The intoxication that is affecting this satanic APC right now is what he's complaining about. He's not arguing or dragging with anybody who owns Abuja or not. For me, or to my own understanding, you know, because they believe that Wike, if you even notice, even the Wike himself, because of the continuous talking by the people, the resident over there, the Nigerians and all that, Wike is gradually reducing those gra in Abuja compared to when he was newly elected as, or rather appointed as the FCT minister. You know, so that's what the man is saying. But let me take this call quickly as well. 2 more calls, I'm done. Hello, good evening to you. Your name and where you calling us from?
Good evening, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
My name is Tammy.
Thank you, Madam Sami. Talk to us.
Yeah, Tammy, yes, sir. And sir, sorry yesterday for my emotion. I'm so sorry about that yesterday.
Okay.
What I am calling today is this. One is I don't want His Excellency PO to merge or join them because it's a distraction. And another thing is that I am happy the way things are happening. Assuming that is PO that is there, I know what people will be saying, mostly those that support the Agbado. But I'm very happy that he is the one there, and every one of us has seen that, oh, the right person is not the one that is there. And you see how they are rolling themselves like a rolling ball. I'm so happy, and I don't want him to join any of them. He's not merging with them. Let them go, PDP or NNPP, let them go. But let him remain with the Labour Party and the obedience with him. We are still there with him. We will support him.
Okay.
Come rain, shine. Then number 2, I'm sorry, give me a little time. Then number 2, I disagree with my sister Patricia. Wike, I'm partly Rivers. I'm a Rivers woman. Wike is doing as if he's a head of dog. Gra. These Abuja people, even before they start the Abuja to say it's a capital, they have pushed the indigenes off. The side they now have, Wike is now going to say that is where he wants to take. And at the end of the day, they are going to sell it, give it to themselves. Then make people to go in penury, suffering that is in the land. Please, I support Abuja people, the Bari people, the Abaji people. They should pursue him. Pursue him. I joined them here. They pursue him. And they pursue him because River State said we don't pursue him. He can never succeed. Cash out 9B. So that is my submission. Please.
Thank you,
And Patricia didn't say that Obi should not come out. He should be on the platform. No. He's going to be our president.
Thank
he
you.
is the one that would be our president. So Patricia, before you talk, check your words, please. Thank you.
Thank you.
Don't make
She's
us to be
entitled.
angry.
She's entitled to her opinion the same way you are entitled to your opinion, madam. Thank
To
you.
everybody, but there's to tell you when you say that mostly when she comes to our PO and then we can.
Okay.
No.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, callers, please. Everyone should hold on for now. Yeah. No, you don't need to respond to that. That's fine. You know, everybody can. The people on this platform, people can disagree with you. That's why it's called panel. It's not compulsory. We must always respond when people disagree with us. It's a normal thing. You know, you speak, people say no, I disagree with you. So sometimes on the comment section, they see people saying, Mr. Elvis, I disagree with you. I know they respond to them. It's only when you now disagree disrespectfully, that's when I come in. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate you all. Like I said, this broadcast today, you know, the way the tea divert, me not can understand. But meanwhile, let me come to the next person on the panel. You know, I'd like to call on Black Panther. Black Panther, please talk to us. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Thank you.
God bless you, Mr. Najawash.
After Black Panther, it will be Mr. Olumide. Thank you, sir.
We have a long road to go in this very topics you brought
okay,
today.
Mashallah, there with us.
Mashallah, then they talk. I better go ahead because you don't shout, blessing at you.
No, Mashallah, your talk. Amashola, no, I think say you don't go sleep, no verse.
Now, Ben, no regan for this one where they pass with the enter our go.
No, I think Amashola don't go sleep. Nah,
Make
CM come now.
Say
Make CM come now. CM come.
whether Black Panther don't go sleep, Black Panther in the sleep.
Okay, Amashola, better talk to us. Thank you for
your I need you here.
Let me start with this Abuja issue. The truth is, I can't blame Wike. One, when this man, the former governor of Kaduna State, El-Rufai, was there, I just moved into Abuja. That was when I now knew that there's a lot of problems we have in Abuja. Wrong buildings at the wrong places. So I can't blame Wike. Number two, Wike on his own and the president, there is no land again for them to share inside main Abuja. That is one. Then the issue of people not paying ground rents. All the big men in Nigeria, if you're a big man, you don't care to pay government levies. That is where it's pinching them, and those are the people pushing these people to come and protest because you don't want to pay your ground rent. Because most of the big high rises, all the big places, the money is high. They have big houses there, but you don't want to pay. And majority of them are government workers and those who have stolen money, and then they buy house for that kind of place. The poor people that are pushing out to come and talk and make protests are those living in outskirts of main Abuja, where you still have land and has not developed. So that is where they are locating lands now. And then if you by chance have a land in the central area of Abuja and you have not developed it, Wike has the right to take your land from you because they give you a certain amount of years to develop. So that's the only excuse Wike is having left and right. As for the coalition they are doing, PDP and NNPP, to me it's a congregation of armed robbers in different taxi coming together to join one bus. There's no need for our PO to even join them. The time for coalition has passed. Before election was when they ought to do coalition. You didn't do it. Yes, you've done an exam. You have failed. You're not coming to come and do. You want to come and write the exam with somebody that knows the answers. There's no need for Peter Obi joining. The best thing that will happen is when the next election comes, if there will be a new election in 2017, maybe we will now have a new party for us. Then the other issue we have about NNPC and their, what do you call it, subsidy. You see, we have criminals everywhere. Criminals everywhere. And Tinubu is aware. Tinubu is aware. I'm not saying it's alleged. A criminal knows where, it's only a criminal that knows where all the crime in the country is. So there's no way he won't tell me he does not know. They are carrying crude oil from Nigeria. Peter Obi came and tell us government is involved. Have we heard anything again about that issue? It has died down. They are still stealing it. If we go and find out now, they are still stealing it. With just wickedness. The wickedness is obvious. If my office can bring that kind of budget, people are crying there's no food. You are throwing out billions for flimsy things that does not affect anybody. All the money you have been putting on the TV for us to see, there is none affecting the citizens of Nigeria. It's just like, sometimes I just look at that, how this money will not finish before Peter Obi gets there. Because these guys are just eating, and the money you are talking about, it's not as if they have it, they are going to go and borrow. I just pray when it's our turn to come and rule the country, that there will be money to be borrowed, because these people are just borrowing to steal and eat. Now, the budget in question is not complete because the Senate President, Senior Chief Luther, has not done their own. By the time Chief Luther does their own budget in that Senate and bring everything out, the real budget we will not know. They are 6 months into the year, they will not tell supplementary budget because they will always steal. They have not told us how they want to do about electricity. There's nothing for healthcare. The breakdown for healthcare, we don't know. They just bring that number. Education, the same thing. Nigerians, the more we sit there in the house, that is what is paining me. The fact that we're in the house just watching and listening, and then Somebody goes out and do a documentary around asking people questions, and you see them talking rubbish that they are okay with him. Somebody is killing you, and I say you are okay. He will try. He will do well. Sometimes I see the company. I feel I wish there's a device we could slap somebody from TV. I would, because it's really annoying. You are suffering, and then somebody is killing you. He's in Dubai enjoying, and then you are there telling him it will be okay. Common electricity, they've not talked about it. Common electricity, they have not talked about it, how they will get it, how you will have light in your house, how business will move. You're not talking about it, but you are seeing budget, and Nigerians are sitting down. The more we sit down, the more the pain will go. People are not even I'm so sure people are not talking about Christmas again. Christmas at least postpone Christmas to next year in Nigeria, because I don't think anybody will talk about Christmas this year. And if you decide to talk about to do Christmas and spend and enjoy, which I know these politicians that have stolen the money, they will flaunt the whole money that they have gotten in your front, and you'll be the one going to beg them again for Christmas money. It is painful. They have turned Nigerians to beggars, and Nigerians are just sitting down. It's not fair. The more you sit down and they spend your future, your all you need to have as a country, the more we go. The reason why we have one of the reasons why people behaving the way they are behaving in Nigeria is in Niger Delta, when I think Asari and Tompolo, when they visited Abuja in the 90s, that's where they got to know that the money Nigeria is spending is from Niger Delta. That's when they started having this problem. If half of Nigerians could go outside and see what it is living outside, by the time they come back, they will not tell them to stand up and fight for their rights. That is the problem, because we have been blindfolded. Nigerians are blindfolded to know the real truth, how people should live. We are outside. We've seen what it looks to be living outside, how human beings live. The day they have the opportunity to see how they are meant to live, we will not be the one begging them to stand up. I think that's one of the reasons why they are so docile and quiet. And you sit there in your house, you see budget being read, it doesn't concern you. You just move along. This life goes on. For the next election, I doubt if there will be an election next time. I doubt, because with the way elections are going, with all their coalition and all that, nothing will happen. The coalition you are having there is just coalition of thieves. They will settle them so that they can keep quiet. By the time they push some money to them, all these budgets are saying is how to get money to settle all the old politicians in the other parties so they keep quiet. And Peter Obi has refused to join them. That is Peter Obi is their greatest problem. Peter Obi is their greatest problem. The day Peter Obi says, okay, I agree, give me my own, they will be very happy. But Peter Obi is not that kind of man. He will not take. So we prefer let him be on his own. Don't join them. Be a one-man standing. Like we said, somebody, I think one of these politicians said Tinubu was one man. The real one-man standing is Peter Obi, because he's the only one standing and standing with the people. And we are with him. Thank you, Mr. Elvis.
Mr. Elvis.
Continue. Black Manta, continue. You know it's your turn, so just go ahead.
Okay. I want to thank everybody. Thank Mr. Naija. I want to greet everyone in the house. And God bless us. Thank you for this a great day. Another day.
Mr. Black Manta, since you already know it was your turn, you'd have just moved on now. Thank you very much anyway. Go ahead. Thank you, sir.
Today is another day in which God has well made, and we are glad in it. Thank you, Mr. Naija. Thank you, Advocacy, for coming in, because I need you in this case, in this matter, because you are a good historian, and then you are a good analyst, as likewise everybody. Mr. Naija, I want to tell you that Black Panther.
So you not fit do anything without you know they call my name. I know if you drink water, relax for a year for your matter, Black Panther.
You know why? Because you see, now we be Omonile Pataki. Now them bomb me. Now them my umbilical cord day that Nigeria. Now them bomb me. So I mean, I can talk on it very well. You see this Abuja matter. That's why I told everyone of us yesterday that we should go and meet our grandfather that they are about to leave us now, for them to tell us history so that we know what is going on. because the root of our problem is in their hand, and we got to know it. Now, I want to speak on Wike issue, on the Wike land issue. Look, government, as far as the law of Nigeria is, government owns that land, owns the land. When Abuja was about to be created, they had no place to create Abuja. They don't want to shift it to the far north. They don't want to shift it to the far west or east or south. They were looking for a central position. They cut from different states to merge it to form Abuja. And before they did that, there was a settlement of all the people that are on that land. And if you look at this land, it's like one, you know how they live for north now. One area go just there, only like 15 houses go there. Somebody go tell you, say, I ain't get the whole Lagos. In a 50 house, now there in a village, he go not throw stone. He go say, I ain't get the whole of the whole Lagos. More than 30,000 acres. He go say, now family get them. You see, everything has been settled. And as far as I know, the indigene, they know themselves. They own some part of land which government has given to them. They don't own Abuja. They are indigene, yes, but they don't own Abuja. When Abuja was created, their Oba were there. They connect everybody together and they bring out a blueprint. They know let them go and bring that blueprint out. It's gadgeted, it's there. It's there, it's gadgeted, it's there. No, but you see, when I say this Nigeria, we have one problem. It is tribe. Now, a man called in. What he said was from his bottom of his heart. There is no two way about it in Nigeria. I want you to know this. He said one thing. He said, Wike should not come from River State and come and dictate to us in the north. You see, when you make statement, be very careful if I'm not there. If I'm there, I'm going to underline you because I work with statement, because you shall be judged by the content that comes out of your mouth. Because it comes from you. You cannot separate yourself from the word you have spoken. You see, that statement states the problem of Nigeria. That statement, it states the problem of Nigeria, and it states who these people personality is. If it comes to you that is in support of this person, that's a blatant lie. He's not trying to survive. And if it's brought into the other end and given some stuff, stipends from the master table, he will divert and change his mouth. From his belly, he spoke that word. And I held that word because it's his word. Are we Nigerians? From that statement, are we all Nigerians? Do you think they want Obi to be there? That's a statement. Since the creation of Abuja master plan was cleaned off, and they were building houses. The northern people were building houses, and the southerner, the politicians, they would go there and buy houses. They were not paying anything. The Malam came. He started demolishing, even demolish Baba Yabo house. And he said that the master plan, where Aso Rock is itself, is not supposed to be there. What are we saying? Wike, I'm not in support of Wike. I don't support it because I know the trajectory is playing. He had an agreement with Agbado, and that agreement, Agbado cannot deviate from that agreement. Let me tell you, politics is all about agreeing on each other. And when you agree, if you are ready to take that onslaught thing, that you stab your own brother by the back, you take it. And when you take it, people will see it. Wike has stabbed his own brother at the back. He stabbed the entire South. The entire South is stabbed us at the back. And he took that risk. He signed an agreement because he knew the risk what he was taking. What are we talking about? He went there. He said, this house are not supposed there. If you go, look, the man brought a master plan of Abuja, and all of them showed it. Go and look when he was in office. Fine. He showed it how Aso Rock was not supposed to be there. There is a green zone. So when somebody come, they will throw stone. Hey, now they'll get only 10 houses on a village. They'll say that they get the whole 1,000 acres. How is that possible? There's some land that Indiji owns. If it does not own the whole Abuja, that is a blatant lie. When it was created, they called all the chief and they cut and they do the dissecting, and the geographical location was gadgeted, is there. So when people come up, I was just waiting. When people come up and say Indiji, I own the land, which is Indiji? They want to play the rhetoric they are playing. Look, what is happening now is that the Shiites that are basically becoming a very bone neck in the hands of Muslim had the one playing the joker. Now that Wike is in office, nobody's wearing Malam cloth again. If you people have gone to Abuja, you are seeing what is happening. Even the Satan that is a Christian wearing Malam, everything. Because if you don't do that, you are in trouble. Now he has changed the direction, because that place is not for the outside. It is for Nigerian, if you want one Nigeria. And if the minister that they put there is doing his job, the question you should ask, let us see the master plan and tell us the reason. That's the question you should ask. You should not come here, you want one Nigeria, you are still saying, Wike, he's not supposed to call room from. Who told you? He has the right to be a leader in Abuja, because Abuja is a capital territory. Go and look at it in your dictionary. It does not belong to anybody. Washington, D.C. does not belong to anybody. So that is there. I want to go to the budget. Before I go to the budget, I want to speak on Igbo. Give us a magic. God will bless you for your analysis. But I want to go deeper. You see, Sunday Igbo game. When Sunday Igbo was in captivity in Benin Republic, when he ran, a lot of his properties were destroyed, worth billions, millions, and he sued them to court. Up to now, the case is not coming up. Then they held him in Benin Republic. When they held him, there was a coalition that were trying to bring money together to make sure that they fight the lawsuit over there. But this thing was captured by the Agbadorians. Money was being taken, and they were accusing people that meant well for him, that they want to arrogate power to themselves. There, the balkanization came in, and the whole trajectory now changed. Igbo was even confused, because I heard him when he made a phone call. When they called him, I heard that phone call. He was thanking the personality involved, sharing that faith. But all of a sudden, they went and changed their Afenifere mind over what that guy is doing. I won't mention the name. Now, the trajectory is changing, because they told him they will give you all the things you have lost. Just don't go on that trajectory anymore. That is what is signed. Anybody can say whatever you want to say. That is what is signed, because if you are fighting a cause, there is nothing that should make you deviate from that cause. If you don't succeed, let me go down. Mandela said it. Go and look at people that are fighting for freedom. They say it. If you don't let me get it, either if you don't get the promised land, let me go down, so that the future generation will get there. They will send that message. If you take me down, they will send that message down. But now Johnny Bo is dancing Parembe for Facebook. He's dancing that he has his freedom. That means he has signed it. He has lost a lot. He has signed it. And they are trying to give it. Do you think Benin Republic will give him that money? No. It is Nigerian government that will take that money to Benin Republic to give to him. It runs in the millions of dollars. We should not debate about that. This is a mafiaism at work. I want to go to NNPC, the coalition. When we were going for election, you people said, oh, 2 months election, it is too late for coalition. Then after the election, it is too late. Then you don't go with this person, because this person, look, you are Labour Party with support from Obedient worldwide. You have there's nothing, absolutely nothing wrong with coalition. It's just a matter of who sits on that seat that dictates the tone. If you're a politician, you sit on a seat because you have the power, Obedient behind you. You can dictate what happened. You can look at the map, how you won election, look at it, use that, bring that to the table with NNPP, whatever they call themselves. Bring it to the table. You will see it clearly, and that shows you can dictate it. You can have 60% of the share and you move. It's all about dialoguing. Nigeria, you want one Nigeria, and you are saying they should not do coalition with this one are thief, that one are thief. If you are in charge, will they come and force you to thief? Obi can still, Labour Party, Labour Party, let all people be now. Labour Party can sit on that seat if they are politicians and they want the change for Nigeria. Do you think you can move these people out of there? It takes a strong and varied movement to remove these people. They come with it, we go with them with it. That is what it means. They come with umbrella, we go in there with umbrella. They come with cigarette, we go in there with cigarette with them. That is how to break them out. But we sit down here, no collusion. Okay, they tell you to bring, how you are going to do it now? You'll be saying all this moi thing. It cannot work. These people are vampire. They are satanic. You need more than satanic to move those people out of that place. The right result, you need to be a tough man to take that result and tear it in public. That is the kind of force you need to change that power. And I still stand my ground. There is nothing bad and wrong with coalition. What we have now, go and look at all the political things happening, even in South Africa. They had a coalition. Go around, even in England, in so many countries, they have coalition to take out these people. All you need to do, bring out your agreement, what you agree on, what you don't agree on. Argue it out, find a formidable force. We need to have one Nigeria. We need to have this. We need to have this. Obi can dictate it with Labour Party. They can go in. Simple as ABC. What is happening now is that Kwankwaso is going for the president. If the coalition work at what they have now, Kwankwaso is gone because he's still young. From the north, they are going to pick the president. You all know now. From the north, they are going to pick president. And this vice president is warming up. And if he's warming up, he's going to pick Wike. If we should see what is happening on the table now, he's going to pick Wike. Wike is warming up too. That is why Wike is satisfied. That's why Wike backanize PDP. PDP cannot stand if they don't have coalition. That is why Wike is doing all what he's doing. Everything Wike is doing is supported by the politicians in the north. None of them is crying. It's a lie. The people ruling Nigeria, they are in a parlor. Agbado goes and meet them. They sit down in that north there. They sit down. That was what I was saying. The north, wake up. We don't wake up for him. Wake up. Everybody wanted to tear me apart. Look at what is coming out from a man that Wike is from the south. Will you come and dictate for us? Oh, my brother, there's a red flag. The north does not belong to the Abuja does not belong to the north. It belongs to Nigeria. For those saying one Nigeria, it belongs to Nigeria. That is how we talk. That is what should be coming out of our mouth. We should be steadfast. If you want a nation, you must not stand on the trajectory of dividing the country and say north, south, east. You must come as a flame, one Nigeria, if you want one Nigeria. That is what you should be preaching. But this that came from their mouth, that means most of them are just deceiving the gullible people. I cannot be deceived because I was born in Nigeria, I was schooled in Nigeria, I had a World free education. Nobody should come and tell me what to think. I sat down, my grandmommy told me history of the Benin Kingdom. I sat down, my father, he told me what it is in the force, in the military, everything. Okay. He told me everything total. So right. My people that want one Nigeria, you must not speak on north, south, east, or I'm an announcer or Igbo. You must come up with one Nigeria. If you come up with that diverting measure, that means you are deceiving the obedient. You are deceiving Nigeria. Thank you, Mr. Nigeria Watch.
All right. Thank you very much, Black Panther. Yes, that's fine. Everybody have right to agree or disagree on this platform, but we don't take it personal. Yes. I don't know what to say. To be honest, I don't know what to say. I'll just leave it to hear from more panelists. Maybe that will be much better. I press on the like button, help us to share. Let me call on a different person this time, which is Olumide. So Olumide, please, let's hear from you. Maybe we might have a different view this time. Thank you, sir.
All right, Elvis. Thank you for the opportunity. Regards to my fellow panelists. I don't even know where to start from. It's a very complex issue. So these are the kind of complexities that we have been talking about, and politicians have refused to kind of take it time and time again. I want to take it off from where the last caller called about the Northerner calling about saying that Abuja belongs to them and that an Easterner cannot come and dictate to them. So I don't fault him for saying that. Even though I think that the president could appoint, I don't think it's in the constitution that the minister of the Federal Capital Territory should come from any particular place, any particular part of the country, but maybe the past presidents have been picking people from the north, maybe because the Federal Capital Territory is in their part of the country. But I don't think there's any fault in picking anybody from any part of the country, but the minister should be seen to be non-partisan, to be fair to every citizen. You have contested as a party. The party is just a vehicle to bring development and prosperity to the people. It's a vehicle of ideology. And that ideology will compete for the people's mandate, for the people's vote, with our various ideology, APC, PLP, PDP, to deliver prosperity and development to the people. It is not a vehicle to enrich yourself. It is not a vehicle to favor your townsman. It is not a vehicle to favor your best friend or your family. That is why in the West, I think the West that really own this culture of democracy, that is why when we go to live there, we see the way it is truly done. But in our own part of the country, I mean, in our own part of the world, maybe Africa as a whole, we have corrupted it. We see it as an opportunity to enrich ourselves. I don't see anything wrong with anybody being appointed as Minister of the Federal Capital, but you must be seen to be doing the job the way it should be done. Follow the Constitution. Obey the laws. Even if you're going to take land from the people, have they breached any part of the law? Is government going to acquire it for any particular reason? And should the people be compensated? When somebody says that there's nothing like in indigenous people, I just laugh and I laugh. You understand? That is the kind of complexity I talk about. There are people indigenous to a particular land or a particular area. Even before the British came to Nigeria, to Africa, or to wherever they came to, there were governments. There were traditional ways the people were governing themselves. The Yorubas, the Igbos, the Hausas, the Gwaris, wherever. They own the land. The indigenous people own the land. You understand? Whoever owns the land owns the resources. You understand? So I mean, when you say, oh, the indigenous people, there's nothing like indigeneity. So because of one Nigeria, the people should give up their rights. You understand? The people who first settled in a particular area, whether they share the whole area among themselves, are the owners of the land. And if we are going to form a civil government, and the government wants to use it for any particular purpose, they have to compensate the people. They have to give them a reasonable compensation to own it. You understand? We can go on and on about this, but to say that there's no indigeneity or there's no indigenous people is just disingenuous. Will somebody come to Benin land today and from another place and claim that he owns the land and will do whatever he wants to do? Is that not laughable? That is the kind of complex. We can't wish things away. We have to when we do things, we have to document them. It has to be documented in our laws, in our constitution, so that when somebody else comes, it is difficult for them to make changes to what has been documented and has been put into the law. that this is the law. You understand? It becomes illegal for anybody to want to change the law. You understand? So what Wike is doing, there's a law guiding whatever he's doing. As he breached the law, another government will come in tomorrow now. It may be another party, People's Redemption Party or whatever. But because they also want to have a taste of that wealth. Because the land there is appreciable. I mean, it's like, you can make money on it. You can build properties on it and make money. They also want to look for mago way to take it away from the legal owner, and so and tell all kind of lies. Because I don't believe anything anymore in Nigeria. Even when you take it all to the courts will even support their when somebody says your country is a shithole, you can see that it's not a joke. Because you don't even know whose story to believe. And the courts that you should trust, the system you should trust, has proved that you can't even trust them anymore. They're not credible. So I don't even know whose story to believe. But at the end of the day, I believe that the people who own the land have a say in it. If they say they are being ill-treated, then they have a right to voice it out. Another man will come tomorrow and say, oh, this one was made for this one was made for that, this one was made. We don't care about the people who live there. You understand? That's that about the Abuja or Wike story. CSI, I think at some point, I don't know, like what the last speaker said, if you're fighting the whole way, that is why I respect Nnamdi Kanu. CSI is a hero to me because of the way he went. And when they were killing his people in Egogon, kidnapping and killing farmers on the farm, the people they suspected to be responsible for it, they reported to the authorities. The authorities did nothing because they were from a particular ethnic group of the country. And this man took matters into his own hands to protect the lives of his people. But I mean, when he took up that battle, I mean, we all the youths, a majority of the Yoruba youths stood behind him, saying enough was enough, and we wanted our own country, you know, that the injustices were too much. But at some point, it's no more making that, like what the last caller said, maybe some Yoruba elders or politicians spoke to him, and unfortunately, he abandoned that struggle. I don't know if he's totally abandoned it, but obviously he's not speaking, he's not talking anymore. But that's unfortunate. But Nnamdi Kanu, to me, is a hero. We've heard rumors and reports that even the Nigerian government, they've pleaded and begged with this man to drop his ambition, because they know that the moment he's out, this man has the support of majority. You know, Elvis, I told you yesterday, I said if we do a referendum, if they allow a free and fair referendum, we will know who really wants to support division of the country or not. In all the ethnic groups of the country, let them, if they do referendum. This man has the support of majority of the Igbo people. You know, the Igbo elites may not support him, the politicians, because they are hitting at the table. They are hitting at the devil's table, which is very obvious, you understand? Or they are afraid that the government will see them associated with him and they will lose out. They will lose their daily bread. But this man is a hero. We heard rumors that they tried to get him to abandon this struggle. And the reason why this man is not out today is because he refused. He refused to sign whatever agreement that is signed with them. You understand? But I know that for me, he's a hero. And I know that someday he will be free. And I know, and I'm praying, I'm hoping that the Igbo people, you know, will get what they want, you know, through, whether it is as part of Nigeria or as an independent nation, that they should be given the independence they want. Look at what that last man said, the man that called from the north. You can see that, please, let's not lie to ourselves about one Nigeria. I said one Nigeria on what basis? You can see that that man reflected what I said when he said they won't allow anybody else to come from outside and dictate to them how they should. You understand? This applies not just to the Northerner. This applies to the South man.
All right, 1 minute, sir.
Okay, this applies to the self-start man on whose land Nigeria is living on the oil. And Nigeria is living on the oil on their land today. You understand? Are they being treated fairly? You understand? You can see now that you can't completely write off the I mean, we can't lie about that one Nigeria and just say, oh well, when Nigeria forget it, don't talk about your east, west, south. No. That's a lie. On what basis? We have to recognize our differences by documenting them and by respecting those values, those culture, those religion that every one of the ethnic group are there to, whether you're a Christian, Muslim, or traditionalist. We have to respect them and document it, and that's what you call a constitution. That is what you call a civilized society. That is what you call treating each other with respect and not just saying one Nigeria in face value. And lastly, I'm going to say in rounding up, see, whether you merge, whether you create a new party, whether you do anything, this last election has proved that Nigeria is indeed a shithole. You understand? Whether you like it or not, let us not pretend to ourselves that all is well. They created beavers. They didn't allow it to work. They resorted back to biro and pencil. Biro, pencil, and paper to write numbers. When they have a method, a technological method that would make things transparent and allow people to choose their leaders. And here you're talking about margin. If you like, march from here till kingdom come. Once they decide who will be your president, that is it. Once they decide who will be your governor, you will knock head on table. You understand? If we don't answer that question, forget it. That country will forever remain in a shithole. There's no way. That's the only way you're gonna knock off. You're gonna confine Godfatherism to the dustbin of history. When you can elect your leader free and fair.
Mr. Olumude. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Elvis.
Thank you very much. All right. Let me call on the next person. Thank you very much for your submission. Thank you, everybody, for your time with us. I beg, make una help us press on the like button. Let me call on Madam Ame Bright. Good evening to you, madam. It's good to have you on the panel today. If you're available, please talk to us. Okay, she's not there. Okay, let's move on. Thank you very much. I'll come to Oga CM instead. Oga CM, thank you very much, sir, for joining us. Good evening to you. Please unmute yourself. Talk to us.
Yeah. Good evening, Niger Watch. Good evening, everybody. Please, all protocols observed. I just had to make it at the nick of time today, but I'm glad I'm in. Actually, I heard people saying about the Wike and the FCT, then the merger of NPP, PDP, and Labour Party, and probably the issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
And we also talk about Ohanaeze. This Ohanaeze that is supporting Tinubu and the one that is fighting for the talking about the demolition in Lagos. Are they the same? So please let us know. Thank you.
Yeah, wahala. Anyway, the thing is, I have whatever I say is my opinion. On Wike and the FCT, I want us to get something clear. But I'm always open to accept a superior argument or logic because we learn every day, particularly here. I understand that the purpose of that area called FCT, they were inhabited. Of course, there's no piece of land on earth that is not inhabited by people or people are not indigenous to it. But what happened was the Agoda Commission, Justice Timothy Akiola Agoda, former Chief Justice of Ondo State and former Chief Justice of Western Region and former Chief Justice of Uganda. I mean, Botswana, not Uganda. The man Akiola Agoda, the man Justice Akiola Agoda, that's why they named the VP's house as Justice Akiola Agoda House. He led the team. When they said what they want was a central place, they want a place that is central. So they thought, look at map of Nigeria and carved out geographically, say, this is reasonably the center of Nigeria. Now, the people living there, they were compensated and relocated so that that land will belong to Federal Republic of Nigeria. That is the meaning of FCT. It doesn't mean there were people owning it before, but they were compensated, relocated. Before Suleja in Niger State, people said it was there, it wasn't. That's why they carved out that area. So that area belongs to all Nigerians. But because of the enmity and the animosity and the the wickedness and then the deceit and hypocrisy that is Nigeria writ large, people tend to bring in, smuggle one argument from the other, maybe from the back door. Abuja is a settled issue. The ownership, yes, we know it belongs to some people. Those people living there, what happened to them? Were they just told, okay, go? Then they took their whatever belongings and left, and they start building. Something was done. Only I don't know whether if I Google, I will see it. There's a document showing that those people were. It's like you sold your land. Where I'm living today in UK is my own piece of England. It's my own piece of England. I own it. Even if it got born tomorrow, it's still my own because you have the deed to it. So that is the way Abuja is. It could have happened any other place. Now, but that is as far as ownership goes. As far as the much I know. Then whatever Wike is doing, that is another thing altogether. You must know that Wike is carrying out the agenda of APC. Because being a minister, you are responsible to the president that appointed you. Wike is part of the executive. Executive ministers are to help the executive, the head of the executive, who is the president, to carry out certain functions. So whatever Wike is doing, the person that should be held responsible was the man that sent him. As long as the man that sent him kept quiet, he's in support. Otherwise, that's why they change minister. They may say they withdraw this minister, sack him, or redeploy him, or something like that, or had a tongue lashing or bollocking. So whatever Wike is doing is agenda of APC. Now, there is a tendency that Wike will, sort of put some gunje in it, because he's in PDP, he want to impress them. Remember, not everybody in APC will like Wike. At least Amoechi won't like, because Amoechi is still in APC. Remember their battle. He won't like them. And remember APC, Wike called them Terminal 4, grade 4 cancer. That PDP is ordinary malaria of fancida, or maybe chloroquine can cure. But APC, even with a different chemotherapy, no way, he don't want to go there. Now he found himself, just to save himself from EFCC. Forget about all these things going on, but just to still make sure that he's still in power. That's why he's doing all these things, that he will overdo it more than, even if you appoint APC, what is it called? APC, somebody from the APC to be minister, even from River State, the person won't do as much as Wike may be doing, because the person will say it's our party. But Wike will be doing it to ingratiate himself into the heart of APC. So that is one. Then, as per the way he's allocating land, I have no evidence. But all I know is that because of the issue of this land, they demolish that, I can't rule it out. But before I rule it in, one thing I must also make known is that Nigerians, let us always talk with facts. I haven't got facts, but but that doesn't mean that the person who is saying hasn't got, until he publishes it and let's see, or maybe decide to take it up, maybe a legal issue. At least, though our courts are, anything goes, but at least let's just see. There are cases that before you even go to, you put it in maybe advertorial on the newspaper. You say this is this. At least some people may look through it and get a little bit of evidence. So that is as far as what Wike is doing there goes. But as for me, I don't like his brand of politics. Let me say this. In FCT, they showed, maybe people haven't commented on this. There's some roasted, Niger Watch, the type of car or vehicle you will say this is a MOT, it can fail MOT 1 million times in the UK. So there's no need. Write it off. They are repainting some buses in Abuja. Repainting them, and somebody, the short video clip I watched, they say this is what they want to use for mass transit, and even the repainting was so crude, just like a roadside mechanic is doing. You put sellotape, you are putting it in all those type of paper tape. Somebody say, look at the engine of the car. Do you see the wickedness in Nigeria? What happens buying brand new from Innocent with guarantee at Nnewi? The government of Mali left Mali to come to Nnewi to buy. Government of South Africa asked Innocent, there is land, they come and put a plant here for us. People do not know that any BMW car you are using in Africa comes from South Africa. BMW is German, it's a German car, we know, but there's a plant that supplies the African continent in South Africa. So South Africa wanted Innocent to come and compete with BM, come and cite your this and that. Innocent said, no, I want to create job in Nigeria. So why are they not using it? Now, the only thing Innocent did was to go to Sierra Leone because they are buying from him. So what is wrong? That's what some of the wickedness when you see in Nigeria, you see people talking about this thing. Even if you are wicked, be wicked to CM. It's only me. They don't be wicked to the millions of people. Now you are where did they bring that buses? They are repenting. If you see where they park them, maybe I'll get the evidence for it. If you see where they park them, they are repenting it. This is what they want to use for FCT mass transit. When Nigeria has an indigenous manufacturer of buses that you will buy with guarantee, spare parts, and then sign undertaking that every year maybe you bring them for special service. You can do anything. You can sign any contract because you know it's Nigeria. And the engineers are there. Or maybe if it didn't last, you replace. But Nigerians won't do it. Anyway, but anyway, why am I even saying? After all, they bought 160 million from Japan. So this is how stupid, not really stupid, how wicked Nigerians are. You can't even buy Gary. So which means if you want to supply Gary to Aso Rock, you go and buy Gary from Cameroon. Why can't you buy from Nigeria? Why not go to open market and buy Gary? Since we are doing it there, but they won't. They want to inflate the money and buy it from there and then punish. Tomorrow you say Nigerians do not have a job. So what goes on in Abuja, in fact, it will take a different administration to review what is going on presently at the federal capital. Forget about all this smoke screen that they're demolishing this. Why is it that whenever they come, they want to demolish? According to our in-house architect here, Omoshola, even if you buy land illegally without anybody knowing, before you build, there's approval. On the door of approval, the address, the location of the where you are going to site it will be on the paper. So before they approve, they want to know. Supposing they say, no, this area is a green area, you shouldn't build there. We didn't even know. That is how you know. Thank God he said it that they educated some of us and they learned it. So all this idea of you are going to demolish, all these things are just partisan. It's politically motivated. But let us time will tell. What they are doing in Abuja is not. It cannot just be every time people are building on this. It's a lie. Who approves it? Was it not approved? Because without approval, why can't we say it wasn't approved? All they are talking is they are building. Was it not approved? Nobody will be prepared to spend 50, 60, 100 million to build a house. And then it's just to go and get approval that they tell you that I won't get. It's a lie. I can agree that somebody built a batcher. All this, you put zinc here, you put zinc here, you put two types of plank, and then be selling a car on it. The day rain comes, the wind will blow it, or the flood will take it away. I can agree to those ones. You don't need planning. The day they say pack out, you pack out. Not talk when you want to put a mansion, build it, everything is worth millions, over 200 million. You tell me that they haven't got a plan. It's a lie. For people to have such money, they have connection. After all, what does it take to go to a planning office? And they will even if you want to know the truth, the moment you come there, the people helping you will even tell you, so guy, say that place, this is what you have to do. They will even educate you. So what are we deceiving ourselves every time they carry caterpillar? Somebody want to overdo Jesus Christ. It's rubbish. Now, on the other one of a LP PDP merger, I do not support that anyway. There's a trap. There is really no need. The issue in the political solution to Nigeria has gone beyond political party. What Nigerians should do is to come out and protest. Nigerians behaved the best they could have ever done in the last election. They didn't collect money despite all the provocation. Using naira to buy naira, you put in your old naira note, you can't get the new one. Even the old one, you can't get enough. There was no petrol. All manner of hardship. People endured it. And yet, P2B in the labor movement, they know they give shishi. And that made other parties that even if you are giving money, the people are not with you. So what else didn't they do except what? Except one. Then they now have to go and switch up the IREV. Why? According to Lai Mohammed, they don't see they've seen the pattern of result. What is what telling them in America? So there is, even if you like merge all the merge the 1 million parties, as long as you did not interrogate why P2B was disenfranchised or was rigged out, you've not started. The problem is not everybody is aware. If you do it free and fair, then there's no need for merging. Even if P2B stand as independent candidate, if there is provision for independent candidate, P2B stand as he will still win again. He will win because what the people are voting for is no longer party. People are voting for individual. It's because they see the caliber, the quality, the character called P2B. They said, no, this is the man. Even in the north, they are saying it. Some of them call here and said so. Because it's no longer party. You've tried APC for 8 years. Disaster. PDP. By the way, who is PDP? Who is APC? Rotimi Amoechi today will say I'm a APC. But all his political life, 8 years as a Speaker, House of Reps, River State, PDP. 8 years as governor, or almost 7 years as governor in River State, PDP. So 15 years. So what is he talking about? Saraki will tell you I'm a PDP today. Where were you APC? So these are the nonsense. People are just moving up. There's no PDP, so fluid. There's no PDP, no APC. So party is not a party issue. What of Kwakwanso? Kwakwanso was in APC, was in PDP before he entered NNPP. Were they not the people that came that power should move to the north when they came in 2015 to contest in Port Harcourt? So people should just play all these things, without there's no party sentiment here. The only thing is that P2B should just steer the course. There's no need of merger, it's only those that are sick that we have need for physician, not those who are well according to the color of liver in the Bible. So there's no need. It's unshaking. What people should be, Nigerians should be doing, that come out and protest that this is not the person you voted for. Peaceful protest, you shut down the country, then your issue will be addressed. Merging party from here to thy kingdom come, it will never solve any problem.
That's
Now,
in 3 minutes, sir.
How much?
3 minutes.
Okay, thank you. Let me quickly run this.
Igbo man, like money, say how much?
Well, please, okay, I need my 30 seconds back. So it's on this issue of Ohanaeze. Well, I didn't see the one you say supporting Tinubu, but Ohanaeze, I know is a Iwanyanwu as the overall president general, and the Iwanyanwu addressed the issue that happened in what is it called, the demolition in Lagos, and they are conducting sort of audit. Those people that are demolished, bring your papers, everything, they look into it and they are going to take it up, because he said that insofar as all your papers are correct and then it was just willful destruction, then they will bring their machinery behind you and know what to do about it. So if that is the Wanyan and he's addressed it, I don't know of any fake. This Agbado likes to create, fake. He has fake bishop. He has this. I won't be surprised if there's any way they penetrate to go and do one thing or the other and then give them one name. I don't believe so. But as far as I know, that should be the situation. Then on Martin Nandekana and his incarceration, the thing is, let me say this: Nandekana cannot give up. Whether you release him tomorrow, there was a time he said he can never beg federal government for his freedom. He said no. He said it's either I'm lowered into the ground or they give me what I want. Even before this, that's one thing I want Nigerians to know. Because do you know the problem Nigeria is having is that some of our media, a section, a big portion of it, they are intent on misleading people. If they hate you, they can never report anything you say. Now, the first time he was arrested in Kuje, that was when he met Faneka Yode and all those people. When Kane came, he said they came to him, say this Biafra, what is it again? Because Uwazurike signed a condition and left, and he's having his. Nnamdi Kanu said no. He said they came to him either 3 times. On the 4th one, he said, okay, bring a piece of paper. They bring. He said, for me to drop it, Calabar Seaport must be opened, be functional like that of Lagos. Warri Seaport must be opened and be functional like that of Lagos. One Seaport must be opened. Calabar Margaret Ekpo International Airport, you can fly from there to Los Angeles. I think that was the example he used. He said it should be international, not in name. That's one. He said then Enugu should be international. Remove all the police checkpoint from the southeast. You don't be extorting money from people. Because of what Michael Zekome wrote. He now said, okay, when you open all this seaport in the Niger Delta, when you open it, the east-west road should also be constructed, and then the railway started. He said, if I see this evidence, I know you can't finish it in 1 month or 2 months or 3 months, maybe. He said, if I see evidence of all this, then I will now talk to my executive member and say, look, let us see what we can do. Now they can say, have they done it? Okay, those things he was asking for, is it to favor Ndibo? If Calabar Seaport becomes fully functional the way it is. By the way,
All
people,
right.
because, oh, is it time now? I thought it's
Yes,
3.
round up 1 minute, sir. Round up.
Okay, let me wonder. Okay, how then do you, because of people we know, if you bring out the world map, how will ship coming from China or Australia pass Cameroon, pass Calabar, and then go to Lagos? Then you discharge his cargo. Then you now use a trailer to take it from Lagos down to Calabar. Does it make sense? You will pass Warri. Then somebody in Benin will now say, okay, I bought a car from Belgium, or I bought a car from China, all the way from China. The thing will go and bat in Lagos. Then you now go and drive it again from that place down to it. It doesn't make sense. The seaport there should be open. These are one of the things Nnamdi Kanu was asking. He said they have to dredge River Niger such that somebody at Abuja or Lokoja can take the River Niger down to the Atlantic. He said, if I see evidence of it, and yet they were building a railway to Niger Republic, but people don't represent all this. So that is his grudge. Before we then push to the wall, he said, no, we had better opt out and then do it ourselves. Thank you.
Thank you, Augustine. Thank you very much. We'll come back to you again. I know you have a lot to say. You can finish the rest later on. But meanwhile, before I call on Madarita, I'd like Willie to talk to us first. Willie, please. Good evening to you, sir. Thanks for joining us today. I can see your network is not stable. Willie, are you there?
Who be Willie?
You look at us now, not me. Oh boy, now you.
Willie, you are not saying anything.
Good evening, everyone.
Thank you.
Good evening. Mr. MC, I greet everybody.
Thank you. Talk to us, sir.
Thank you for bringing me in, sir. Okay. Please, I cannot support. Okay, I should use my card. Can I use my card?
Card as how? No, go ahead. Speak to us.
Okay, can I use my card as in to be a member or to send a...
What do you mean card? You don't need any card to speak, sir.
I think he wants to donate.
Super sticker.
Okay, yes, you can use your card. Yes, your bank card. Yes.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. I don't know anything. I don't know anything. But I'll be trying to come in every time. But before I come in, everything will just choke.
Thank you. Yes, you can use your card.
Okay, no problem.
Your card is
okay.
Safe.
You can bring any person. I just want to be here. Let me learn. I just try to understand.
Okay, then no problem. All right, then we'll meet you.
Okay, thank you. But I'll see you. When we bring my opinion, we still talk. Okay.
All right. Thank you. God bless you. Sir. Thank you.
Thanks for understanding.
Okay. All right. Let me come to Madarita. Madarita, thank you. Before Madarita, please. I have this man calling back again. Hello, sir. You are calling back again for the second time. You only have 1 minute. Go straight to the point.
Mr. Rajawat,
you have
sorry, you will say I'll call back. There's just something.
1 minute you have, sir. 1 minute you have, sir. Go ahead.
All right, sir. Now, look at the gentleman from the baggy fellow that called from Abuja.
What do you mean by baggy fellow? Hello, sir. When somebody's communicating, please. Communication is about passing and receiving. What do you mean by baggy fellow?
Okay. So can I continue?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What is baggy failure? You call the man that called from Abuja, you called him a name. What name is that?
Okay. That is the native name of the people.
No. I don't want to hear those kind of name here. I don't like it. Just respect him. Call it the mister that called, not baggy fellow.
Egbagi fellow is every Nigerian will know who Egbagi is.
I don't know what that means, sir. We don't use that here. We don't. Are you going to refrain it, sir?
You heard me say sorry about that. Then there's no problem. I'm not using it.
Don't defend
I've
it.
already said the man that comes from Abuja.
Thank you, sir. Go ahead. Talk to us,
Because
sir.
I don't know how many people come from Abuja before him. I wasn't here all along. Now the point I want to make is this. You look at what people are saying. Yeah, Mr. Wike, who is there as minister now? No problem. If we go by the FCT, that we have in our constitution. But remember, this NNPP are saying that Abuja is a state. If you go by what APC said, this gentleman is correct. It has to be somebody from Abuja that will be the minister there who will now be representing the place as a governor. That is the point I want to bring up because these people are complacent. They will say one thing, they do the contrary. If they call Abuja a state, why is Wike there? That is the point I want to make. Since you said I have 1 minute, I wanted to go into the coalition thing, but I will leave that. Thank you very much.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much, sir. God bless you.
You are welcome. Yeah.
Yes, sir. All right. Thank you very much, everybody. Some of you are saying on the comment section that it doesn't mean anything. It means everything. Call people Mr., Mrs., Madam, Sir. That's all. Any other thing, I'm not interested here. Thank you. Let me call on the moderator. Moderator, good evening to you, man. Thanks for your patience. Please talk to us.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Elvis, and good evening, Mommy Diaspora, everyone on the panel and those in the comment section. I'm sorry I'm pretty kind of late, so I really don't know what has been said, but I will just follow the lead on what Dr. CM was saying. I think he was talking about LP and PDP merger and Ohanaeze saying that I think candidates are a distraction or something like that to the apparition in Aso Rock. I don't know if that's the only thing I grasp. Anyway,
all right. There's something that nobody talked about today. Tinubu's government allocating ₹500 billion to themselves from the budget that have been issued out for 2024.
What's the purpose of it? What's the purpose of the trillion naira?
Everything were highlighted today. Some of them were for to eat food, pounded yam, gari, ewedu.
Black soup.
While some of them was
give
for
us a Monday. You're too busy there too. Black soup.
So while some of
it
them
was 10 billion for food.
Yes, 10 billion for food, right? While some of them was for their houses, cars, while some of them was for their holidays and all that. All those petty
in other words, with the list of the budget, those things that you mentioned is either they're called SPVs or miscellaneous expenses.
Exactly.
I guess they will probably have a name for that.
Exactly.
I don't know whether to laugh or to frown or to curse or I cannot curse because this is Nigeria Watch. We don't curse here, but I don't even know you know what? We are on autopilot. This is what is going on. Everybody is doing whatever it is that the hell like. Nobody will question it. Nobody dares question it because the people you expect to question it, like those ones that are sitting in the hollow chamber in the National Assembly, they will not question because they are part and parcel of the oppressor. They are part and parcel of the feeling joy or the enjoyment. They are part of it. It is it's unfortunate that we are experiencing this in our generation. It's very unfortunate. Nigerians, this is so unfortunate. I don't know anything that's beyond Mr. Najawa, this is your channel. It's preventing me from using the words that I really want to use. So that's why I'm kind of pausing, to use something that is appropriate, for your channel. But, it is very, very depressing. It's depressing to hear these kinds of things. Trillions of naira for eating. Trillions of naira for frivolous activity to press blow and take 33. That's just what they're saying. How wicked are our people? How wicked. Is there any other word after satanic? This is what they are. If there's any other word after that, I don't know what to say about that. But you know what? I am not surprised. Because the apparition in Aso Rock, these are the kinds of antecedents that he was doing when he was Lagos State governor. These are the kinds of antecedents. So we are not expecting Mike Myers. We are not expecting, we are expecting the drug baron activity. This is how they operate. We should not expect anything less. In fact, we should expect anything that is worse of what a drug baron does. That's what we should expect now. Because a typical drug baron that we see in the mafia movies, they have evolved. They have gone to a higher level, and Nigerians are experiencing it. We are obviously not practicing democracy. As a matter of fact, when I hear democracy now, it really irks me. Seriously speaking, when talking about democracy in the Nigerian context, it irritates me to hear it, because we are practicing kakistocracy. Wicked people. There's another word after satanic. That's the only word I've used to describe this set of people. It's sad to hear. It's like mind blowing. Trillions of naira, billions to eat. What are they eating? Let it be known. Those things that you mentioned, the miscellaneous things, they are all under SPVs, special purpose vehicle. If they say they want to do Christmas party, because they are going to do Christmas party now, they will not call those NGOs, all those moons. I don't even call them stars, because they are moons, so that they depending on the sun to shine. So depending on we Nigerians that call themselves celebrity, the moons that come there and they have NGOs, we know them. They have NGOs to cover up. Those NGOs, in fact, these NGOs we're talking about, it started from Jonathan's time. A lot of people opened NGOs when Jonathan was president, and that's how a lot of SPVs were created. I know what I'm saying, and I'm saying it's a fact, because it's a fact. That is when every Dick and Harry and Antelope and Porcupine opened an NGO. Jonathan's government started this. It was a big business. It's still booming. Some of them have closed down. It's still beaming, depending on which political side you are on now. Now, December is coming. They've created these so-called trillions of naira. These monies are going to SPVs. Some of them, they already have an NGO organization. Sheyi Tinubu's wife has an NGO that she runs. What do you think most of all these monies are going to? They're not really going to buy like a 10 cows to eat or rice per se. No. We all know, of course, they will have some for entertainment. Item 7, those press blow, they will have money for that. But majority of the money, at least I would say 90% of the money, and those things they mentioned, is for SPVs. Because they have to find a way to call it, they have to find like how will I put it now, like a computer, a folder. And that folder must have a name, so that they will be able to present it to the clueless people that is in the hollow chambers in Aso Rock. And then they will not read it to us. Or maybe they will not call it ways and means. There's so many names out there now. In fact, they can even call blow, they can even have a title called blow. However you want to define it. So I am not surprised. Nigerians, we should not be surprised. Those people like, now my brother, I go vote my brother. And my party, nobody should complain. We should not be surprised when we hear these outrageous amounts for SPVs. We should not be surprised, because in the past, previous administrations, nobody really took cognizance or notice about all these things they were creating. It's because of my president, Peter the Rock Obi, his emergence. He wanted to educate us. He wanted to open our eyes. So that's why everybody's going toe to toe to say, what is this money for? What are you spending money for? How many people are traveling? What do you need this vehicle for? Nobody, we never really used to question these kinds of things, especially the Supreme Court now. We are asking for the certified true copy. In the past, nobody really used to notice it. Okay, but everybody just move on. But now, with the emergence of this man, Peter the Rock Obi, he's not just the Rock for nothing. It's not easy to be called Peter. For him to come out and educate us and open our eyes. There is something about that man. He has done his work. As far as I can see, he has done his work. I would say 80%. Peter Obi has done his work. Because it's what has it's like a little bud of flower that wants to bloom out. It has blossomed out now. It's exposed the judges, exposed the SPVs, expose how frivolous they spend. They're not even frugal in any way, and they're not even apologetic about it. They don't care about the poor. They only care about themselves. The so-called celebrities, with all due respect, Mr. Elvis, to this channel, not respect to these people I've just mentioned, like Joke Silva and all these ones that call themselves, they're all moons as far as I'm concerned, because they need us to become stars. All these people, I'm just listing what Peter Obi has exposed. Even the so-called social media influencer, the so-called professor of rice and beans, Nobel laureates, judges, Supreme Courts, SAN, excuse me. We in fact, there's a plethora of them. Musicians, actors, actresses, all of them. The ones that you thought were human beings, we actually found out now that they were just human beings wearing khaki, and they are just wearing khaki and agbada to have the face of a human being, but they're actually animals. He has shown us in fact, the crevices of the crime. It's not even, it's beyond corruption now, the crime, because whatever they are doing now, it's not, I don't want to be using nice word like corruption, money laundering, all those, they are too nice of a word. Fela always say, if they are thieves, they are thieves. Don't be using money laundering. That's Oyibo man way to cover things. A thief is a thief. Only these people, these are the people Peter Obi has. That bud that was covered, the bud that want to blossom as a flower. Peter Obi opened it. It blossomed, opened wide, and that's why we are seeing all these things. You can imagine these things have been happening for decades. Now that we are seeing it, it's like somebody is just stabbing us. People cannot eat now. Somebody's group of senators are donating millions of naira to go and press Blue and 33 in Akwa Ibom for one allegedly, Mr. Elvis, allegedly criminal that is the Senate president of Nigeria, a great country. They are going to Akwa Ibom to go and spend. They are donating. Listen, that donating is like marking register. Let me tell you. So anything by thing, right? Because that's how Nigerian government runs. Somebody said Nigeria is a transactional country, and that's exactly what it is. All those donations, I don't mark register. So when I have a committee within the Senate, Petroleum Committee, Oil and Gas Committee, Solid Minerals Committee, the highest person that paid money, they know who this Senate president is going to place them as chairman or deputy chairman of those committees. That's what they do in the Senate. They are scrambling for committees, educational committee, suburb committee, petroleum and pipeline committee, all those juicy ones, CBN committee. Just name it. Just name it. That is what those donations. That's how they operate. It's transactional. It got nothing to do with the common man. It got nothing to do with whether rice is 70 or 80,000 naira a bag. They don't care. They don't give a rat's behind. They don't care. So therefore, APC or PDP, as a matter of fact, I am tempted to even add, with all due respect, LP to some extent. To some extent, not all. They're all part of this game. This is a script that's been written. So by very few wicked set of human beings. They wrote it to say, do this, do that. Okay, tell the media they must do this. Okay, would not change the price of dollar to this. Okay, meanwhile, billions of dollars. And this money we're talking about, they're not investing it in Nigeria. It's all going to Arab countries, or it's going to North America, or it's going to Europe. It's unfortunate, and it's very sad. When you talk about merger, there's another thing that we really need to realize. There's one thing that what's his name? I think Black Panther said something. Nigerian politicians will never change. I don't know if it was yesterday or 2 days ago. He said that. That's a very profound statement. Nigerian leaders cannot change. Even the ones that had good intentions, when they come in, the satanic system that has been created will force them to start acting satanic. With the exception of very contented spiritual individuals. Example, Peter the Rock will be not 100% because nobody's 100%. That will say, you know what? I cannot take this anymore. I cannot do this. It is very rare. I don't know where's they say the rarest the rarest diamond, or it's like an endangered species to be a good politician in Nigeria. You are like an endangered species. That's what Peter Obi is, and that's why he's looking so special among these thieves, because it's rare. You have never seen this kind of thing in our life. I'm sure people have never. I have not seen it. This kind of person. I have not. This kind of politician. I have not. How many of them are contented? Even some people who are even shouting, oh, these people are criminals. Oh, they are this. Some of our youths can do 5 times what Agbado is doing. 5 times. Look at Yaya Bello now. Look, Yaya Bello was he's not the youngest governor. If I'm wrong, someone can correct me. The youngest governor in Nigeria. Look at what he did. Look at what he's doing. So you can imagine the ones before and the ones he has trained. Every governor in every state. Look at my state, Edo State. All the people around him. If one of them have the opportunity now to be governor, do you think they will do better or worse than what Edo State is experiencing? I can guarantee you that they would do worse than what Obaseki did on his other previous administration. Okay, Akpa, there's something you mentioned. Ohanaeze is saying that the candidates are distracted. Well, I don't know if it's Emmanuel Nwanya who's that said that. I didn't watch. Like I said, I didn't watch it, but it is obviously this is just another native doctor that wanted to create a faction for LP. So their work is to create another faction within the Ohanaeze. That's just what I think. That's just what I think. Except if it's one greedy person, then that's okay. Let me shine, or let me be popular. Let me say this, or some group of people. I don't believe that. LP and PDP merger, that is like is a pipe dream as far as I'm concerned. It's not. I don't. Anybody that says, I'll just laugh, because I know that that's not gonna happen. They will try to infiltrate it. They will try to twist and turn things, but that's not gonna happen. As long as Peter the Rock Obi is there, I don't believe Peter Obi is good, because Peter Obi is not for PDP. He left PDP, so would it make sense for him to merge PDP with LP? It doesn't make sense, because he knows that if he do that, 80% of the obedience are done. We will leave. In fact, they will crash. Some of them will go back to APC. So I don't think that's ever going to happen. And that's all I have to say for now. I don't know about any other topic, but it is what it is. Thank you.
Even though you know that topic, you don't get time to talk, madam.
I don't know that topics. Really, I just came in.
Nigeria, they send you come, Abby.
You don't get time to talk. So if you don't know that topic, I'm not going to tell you. Don't worry.
You won't tell me? Okay. In the private chat, I think my brothers and sisters who are there, you can type it down so at least I can put it down, and maybe in my next round I'll talk about it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Madam Rita. God bless you. Thank you. All right. I appreciate every one of you right there. I believe everybody on the panel have contributed to this. So we are going to have our final submission right now. So who is playing something now? Something is playing from somebody. That was coming from Ogacm. Please stay mute. Okay, let's have our final submission for 5 minutes, my people. I'll start with give us a mandate. Give us a mandate. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yes.
I don't have much to say.
Okay,
can you hear me?
Just say una do well, good night. Anybody when they talk from this platform, I don't have much to say. I'm not the
they give us their time now. Sure.
Exactly. I don't have much to say. Go talk. Meanwhile, actually, we will reach 5 minutes.
Okay, good night. I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye for now.
I lie you.
Like, you not give anybody time. You not give anybody time. No do anything for you. Mashallah, my brother, are you there? Please talk to us. 5 minutes.
I'm always here, waiting for my time to come.
Mashallah does sleep.
How did you sleep? For Nigeria matter, did they sleep for you sleep one eye open, because before you know they don't sell them. I just stumbled into my face, my WhatsApp, and saw where they're not contributing money for our Senate president to do birthday. That's how stupid our people can be. Donating money. We have people having problems outside.
Now they're not our people. Now them they donate their own money now. So
Yeah,
now
who
is your people there then? Who is your people among them?
No, that money donated is not their money. It's the money of the people.
You're not contribute money. Okay,
that's not their money.
Okay, no, it's the money of the people. I thought he's talking about the people that is donating it.
And no, even the ones donating, that money they are donating is part of the money is part of their money given to them for maybe their constituency allowance and all of that. It's not their salary.
I know it's not their salary. It's part of the money they have.
Now money to be in the good record
exactly.
of the president.
I said yes, exactly.
People are saying no Nigeria where now.
I said this yesterday.
The good partner. So they do on the mandate, or they're on the mandate of the Senate president now. They won't go do birthday. It's a pity. Nigerians now they pay me for where they sit down for.
All right, you remain 2 minutes for your submission, mashallah.
Anyway, the budget in question, we should not expect anything. When the real budget come, now we will shout. We will shout from now to tomorrow. Nothing will happen. Thief, not thief. Enough to change the skin. Thank you.
All right, mashallah, may God bless you. Thank you very much for your patience with us as well today. God bless you. Okay, let me come to who is playing something? Where is that thing coming from? It's Ogasi. Ogasi, where do they play for your background? Whenever we mute you, the thing stop. No, it's you.
He's doing transactional politics.
Okay, bye.
All right. Let me come to Black Panther. Black Panther, your 5 minutes starts now, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Najawa. You see, when you ask for time, Ogasi say na cash.
No, you not say cash. You say how much?
How much? Hey, even my business, not be small thing. I like that thing. I wish I get that kind thing. I always focus. Thank you, Mr. Najawa. I really laugh well.
You never hear where comedians they talk and say when Igbo man they count money 378 naira, 300. When you ask a question, so God, what is the name of this street? You go to the name of the street is called 376 naira. 300.
Oh boy! Oh, thank you, Madam Rita. Thank you very much. Like I said before, Nigerian politicians will never change it. The Jesus Christ come. Agbado has just taken the Nigerian politician to another dimension. You see, there is one thing we refuse to say here, and that has been a petition being brought forward by one of the northern politicians who knows it very well. The first time in the history of Nigeria, the budget was brought in, and they could not have a copy in the box. The copy that was read to them was the same copy that they took away. I made a photocopy to the Senate president so that they can make more photocopy, but officially, it was not brought to the table on that table of the house, so that anything that changes from that one that was dropped on that table, which is the table of Nigeria House, will not be accepted. Like Madarita said, they are gangsters, mafias, drug peddlers in government. They are taking us, the Nigerian people, to another dimension. You see, when people come out, the secretary to the for his office, and it is 10 billion. My brother, don't open the OIO. Take the next eye close. Maybe they watch that 10 billion. It is in Nigeria contest. It is true. All those things coming out, in Nigeria contest. Don't throw it away. Put it somewhere. It's going to come out again, and you are going to see a lot of booby trap, and you are going to see a lot of things being submerged into that book. What do you people call it? Padding, budget padding. You people don't forget them. They will pad. This time they will pad. You people, Nigerian people are not going to see 15% for capital project. I bet you it's not going to help 15%. Because when mafia sits in the throne of power, what they do, they want to showcase their own style in a flamboyant way. They bought a yash. It is never done. Tell me any African country, president that have a yash. But when the mafias get to power, they want to showcase their own beauty in using the people's money, corruption, to beautify their governance. It has never been done before. It is only me that have done it. That is what they are doing. And for those of us calling for one Nigeria, we are calling for one Nigeria, and you are telling us, thank God, I said it, that thing about Abuja, it was gazetted. I am not talking about indigenous. I am not cackling indigenous. I was trying to explain something, that money has been paid to the indigenous people before they went into Abuja. And Abuja was a cutoff from so many states, and the government have done their own part. That is why they call it Federal Capital Territory. That is why you don't see in the Constitution a governor. That is why you see in America they don't have a senator. DC. Everybody has his own way of forming his own. That is where Nigeria, with their own giving decree constitution, that is the way we carved it out. So when we come out here to speak, we are trying to speak under the auspices of indigenous people. No, we are speaking.
All right, thank
indigenous people have been paid off.
Thank you.
They'll be settled. Don't let us now say we want to support people of Abuja because Lagos matter there. The Abuja people want to copy Lagos issue. That is why they bring about that we own this place. So somebody from the south cannot come and rule us. Remember, that same language was spoken in Lagos, the Nigeria federal capital then. It was spoken. It was not Abado that started it. They've been saying it before, but it was signed low-key. Abado voiced it out. So that is the Nigeria you see. I say if we don't come to a round table whereby we all respect our tribe, our religion, we all trash away the issue of minority or majority and have a good constitution, which we have.
Okay.
Nigeria has been created.
Thank you.
But somebody sat on the new Nigeria and give us the old Nigeria, which is an embodiment and a status quo of corruption.
Okay, but let's say
so corruption is another way of solving the solution.
I have muted you, Black Panther. You cannot be talking and you cannot hear me. It doesn't work like that.
Oh, I didn't hear you. Your thing was cut off. I didn't hear you actually.
You see?
Your
speaker
was cut off.
No,
his speaker was cut off. I didn't hear him. I would have stopped now. I didn't hear him.
Yes, okay. Thank you very much.
Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. I don't know if Olumide is still with us.
I'm here, Elvis.
Okay, thank you, sir. Before that, I'd like to quickly appreciate Joy of Naswell. Thank you very much for the super chat. Your message, you're saying that my brothers and obedient, we need a measure to kick this Agbadorian out of power. Clearly, we lost because PDP and LP shared the votes. How we go do? Okay, that's a question to some of you that still have a submission, to pass right there. Okay, let me go to Olumide. Olumide, you have 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Go ahead.
Me, Elvis?
Yes, you have 5 minutes. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. So I just want to give my final submission by saying that so for me, Nigeria, as a matter of fact, it is it has been captured. So Tinubu can make of it what he wants, the way it is right now. And obviously, the results of the Supreme Court, from the Presidential Election Tribunal up onto the Supreme Court, showed us what state the nation is in right now. But what I want to say to the one Nigerian people is that we've been talking. See, the only solution to all this is Nigeria can begin to return back to civility. The starting point is for people to be able to elect who they want to elect, from the local government level to the state level to the presidency to the House of Rep and Senate. When people know that there will be consequences for their action by being voted out, maybe there will be some sort of reasoning, and ideologies will begin to be real ideologies that will want to make changes for the people who begin to shape up. But the other solution is that obviously power corrupts. They say absolute power corrupts, and I think I can speak the same of the Tinubu government, that I obviously don't see him making any positive move to allowing the Nigerian institutions to function independently of the presidency and make decisions that will bring progress to the society as a whole. For INEC to conduct a free and fair election and allow Nigerians to choose their leaders. So I don't see him doing that. So the only other option, so in essence, the people's sovereignty has been captured. The people are not sovereign anymore. You know, the last election proved that. From the local government level to the state level to the federal level, the people are not sovereign anymore. So the only way for the people to capture their sovereignty back is either through the ballots or through attrition. So I don't want to come out openly to say, people, when I mention the word attrition, majority of you know what I'm talking about. So is it through attrition for the people to, because you can't, the way things are going now, you can't, when somebody takes the sovereignty of the people and begin to act on it in a manner and a way that there's no freedom of expression, there's no way for the society to develop. Who's going to wait for all that? How many years do we all have to leave this earth? Are we going to see progress in our lifetime the way we've seen it in other parts of the world that we all live in? So for me, it's either going to be force of attrition, where the people can take their sovereignty back, or through the ballots. So obviously they would never allow a free and fair election. So what's the point? This guy has taken over the army, he's taken over the police, he's taken over INEC. He has these people who conduct these elections are expectant. They know that serving that man's purpose will get them a reward, financial reward, and they are ready to do anything to please him. So obviously the people don't have a say in it. So that place is a messed up. I don't know what to say. It's a messed up environment. So for me, it's going to be force of attrition, whether you like it or not. People dying left, right, and center. There's no security for people. There's no, you go to different parts of the country, there's people are being kidnapped, people are being killed, people are being massacred, they can't go to their farms, there's banditry, there's terrorism. In the northern states, they won't report it. They've taken virtually more than half of the territory in the north. I don't know what the governors are presiding over if they are not even part of that nonsense happening there. And in the west, different stories for the different regions. you know, and the government of the day, and I mean, I don't know how we got ourselves to this state. So that's just my own bit. I mean, that whether we like it or not, you see, people don't want to go extinct, and for them not to go extinct, they will do anything to defend themselves. And when they begin to carry their arms and fight back, it will be too late. It will be too late for the government of the day. But one thing binding all of them together is the resources of the very people who own it, that they are stealing. The oil resources, the oil resources belong to the Niger Delta people. It doesn't belong to the whole of Nigeria. It belongs to the Niger Delta people. The Niger Delta people should be in control of their resources and should bring taxes to the government. The Zamfara people own the gold and should be paying taxes to the federal government. Whatever resources is beneath the ground belongs to the people of that place, and they should be paying taxes to the government. Those taxes that you pay, it's like an agreement. When we copy things, we just copy things without even thinking about it. In America, when those states own the resources and pay taxes to the federal, it is to run so that the federal can provide resources that every state are not able to provide, like the army, like immigration, like, so those taxes are meant to run those structures that the federal controls. But we just take our own, we turn it upside down. We say it belongs to the South oil. It belongs to all of us. It belongs to all of us.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Olumide. Thank you very much for your time with us today. Thank you for your submission. All right, let me call on I'll come to moderator before our CM. Moderator, please give us your final submission, 5 minutes. Thank you very much.
Thank you. My final submission will be a response to the Joel of Nashville, the one who made a comment to say that we lost to the Labour Party.
She can't hear you, I guess.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear her. Now, you don't throw away your phone. I tell you yesterday. Go ahead, moderator.
Which phone did they throw away? You know the phone they use.
Black Panther, you are taking my time, you are taking my time.
Not my Ghana.
In response to Joel of Nashville, you said the LP lost, because the PDP and the Labour Party shared votes. Whether you are a Miss or Mister, that is a wrong thread that you just wrote, because the Labour Party won. The second in line was PDP. And the third in line was the people from the Red Hat, and the APC took fourth or even fifth. APGA possibly took fourth and APC took fifth. That is how the votes went. So please, that train of thought saying that we lost, we did not lose, sir or ma. We did not lose. Please, let us we're here to educate each other. We all saw what happened. Peter Obi got the highest votes. Even in the FCT, according to the electoral law, 25% of the FCT the winner must get at least 25% of the FCT. He got that. He got the highest votes. We all saw what happened. So I don't know where that train of thought is coming from, but that's not exactly what happened. We did not lose. The reason why we are talking about the election today is because APC turned up the beavers to count. Even when we had the hard copy, we took them to court. Everybody saw the evidence. If they shut down the electronic copy, we had the hard copy. Even the certified copies of what the INEC signed, they could not even defend it. And they certified it themselves. Please, let us just say the truth here. Those kinds of comments is miseducating people. I just want to make that. I'm not upset, sir or ma. This is just how I talk. When it comes to Nigeria, I'm very, very passionate. So please, just get it straight. Merging. The fact that you think that we have to merge now is like you are misunderstanding what is really going on. Merging will not solve the issue of why we have someone like the drug baron as the president of Nigeria. It's not because the people from the APC, from the PDP, they are part of this system. They are even working for this present system. An example is Wike. There's so many of them. There's a plethora of them that are in PDP working underground with APC as we speak. And Labour Party won the election. We did not lose. In fact, we did not lose as a matter of fact. According to your word, you said we lost. We did not lose. Let us get this message out. The Labour Party did not lose the presidential election. Professor of Rice and Beans and Professor Yakubu turned off the beavers. When we took the evidences to court, they did not. To date, the appeal court judgment was a kangaroo court. Same thing applies to the Supreme Court. And all this happened because, allegedly, some foreign currencies were exchanged. That is why we are facing what we are facing. It's got nothing to do with merging, sa or ma. It has nothing to do with merging. My brother, I think Mr. Olumide mentioned something, attrition. There is something that my vice president said, that he said. He said, when Nigerians are ready to take Nigeria, they don't need permission from anybody. They just need to announce it. Do you know what that means? Any smart person will understand that comment. When you are taking over your country, you don't need permission from Supreme Court or from any or from the West. You just need to announce it. Because when you take over your country, that is when you make an announcement. Anybody who is smart will understand that. Thank you very much.
All right, Madam Rita, thank you for that response there. I believe many of us didn't see it coming from there. Yes, I support you 100%. It's not because of major or no major, Labour Party or Peter Obi, we did not lose that election. It was ringed. Yes, it was ringed. So I support you 100%. It was ringed. If maybe they allow it to go smoothly the way it was going, Peter Obi won it. So Peter Obi never needed to merge with anybody or PDP and Labour Party going in different ways. That's why what happened. No, they ringed the election. They turned off business. Madam Rita, thank you very much for refreshing everybody's brain again. That's why we all are here. Thank you so much. Okay, the last person on the panel, Willie, I can see that you were logged out. You asking for a link again. This kind of time when we are closing or we don't post out a link again, I want to use the opportunity to pass the message now on this kind of closing time. If anybody mistakenly log out and you cannot use the same link to come back again, I won't post out a link. I'm sorry, because whenever I post out a link, we now get all these attackers, all of them use it to come to the panel. And I don't normally say this to you guys all the time. I fight them, behind that you guys don't know. Some of you that were with us yesterday, you saw some people that came here, I was asking to write on the private chat and all that. I have to deal with them with that. I don't like announcing it anymore. That's what I'm doing. So at this kind of time, posting out a link is like inviting a different bodies all over again. So it's quite late. Thank you very much. So if you have the link, just keep it. In case you are logged out, use it to come back by yourself again. I don't have a problem with that. Thank you very much. Advocacy, and please talk to us, your final submission. Thank you, sir.
Okay, then thank you, Niger Watch. I think I have to say something about the 1 trillion you said, 1 trillion naira that Tinubu budgeted for maybe he and his cronies.
Half a trillion, almost half a trillion, 400. According to our calculation, about 428 billion.
Billion. Okay, 428 billion. Okay, 428 billion. Actually, what I want people to turn their mind to is this. Why are they paid salary? If you can't use your salary to buy food for yourself, why are you paid salary? Why should Nigerian public officials be paid the food they eat? Already they don't pay rent where they are living. It's assumed to be free. Probably electricity free. The water supply to that place free. If they have dogs or sheep they are feeding is free. It shouldn't be. Why are they paid salary? And they will even take a newspaper free allowance in everything. I don't know why. You are being paid salary. What are you using your salary for? If in the end you keep it, the car you are using, official car, the petrol the people pays, your wife goes to the market to buy anything, it's official. So I don't see the need. People should, this is what should, people should interrogate. Must we continue like this? It cannot. This is just what they call fleecing the system. That is what they are doing. They are fleecing the system. But having said this, the solution should have been, and it will still be, the solutions will, if P2B is in, they know that that man will not allow all this type of nonsense. P2B won't allow it. If he could stop using official, maybe spending official, the government money to feed his family, who are you then to ask for all these things they put in the budget? Every time you want laptop, you want computer, so billion. Every year you budget for it. This is just a system. In the end, I think somebody said we may not have up to 15% capital project, maybe 10, and that 10, it will still be, it will still be, what is it called, fake, in the sense that whatever, if they tar 1 kilometer road at the rate of 1 million naira, they may put it at 13 million. And then what do you do? So, I still maintain what I said before. Nigerians, this February 25th election showed that Nigerians are ready for change, and you showed it. You voted, the world had your voice. But what you voted for was snatched from you. What do you do? That is the issue. That's why I discount all. I don't go. I won't go along with all this strategy. Go maybe merge this party. Don't merge this party. Do the. It's a lie. You won. If they are so sure, who is not tired of APC after 8 years of Buhari? Who is not tired of APC? The people saw it, and P2B came in. That is what they voted for. So people telling us that maybe P2B did not lose, it's just like they switched up the view. By now, in a civilized society, Lai Mohammed should be answering questions. By the way, why should we still be having Professor Mahmoud as INEC chairman up till today? Nigerians, do the right thing. Do what the world is expecting you to do. Do it. In US, because one white police officer, killed, pied one man due to suffer, asphyxiated him with his knee on the neck. Everybody came out. Black Lives Matter. You saw it. We all saw it. That is how you react, to show that you've been pushed to you can't take it. So even with that Black Lives Matter protest, there is no way the judge sitting in any court will give a counter judgment that will not be in line with the aspiration of the people. But in this case, everybody, that's why Wike is saying Nigeria is happy with Tinubu's regime. Can you imagine that nonsense? So Nigerians, I will keep saying, Dr. Haruna Goro also released a video in which he called for people should go and listen to it. There is no basis. Only one formula will solve this. You have to protest so that the world will cover you. You will see the opinion of the world press. Finally, because that is allowed in every democracy. They do it in the West. They do it. That is how you show. You don't need to lobby anybody. You come out and say, look, this is not what you voted for. As simple as that. You don't need to be violent. All you need to just carry your placard, shut down the country. If everywhere is not working, they must be forced to tell you, then what is it? You can sack a government by just civil disobedience. You can. People should not undermine the power of civil disobedience. Be civil. You can sack any government. If you come out in your numbers, nobody will be in the office, and let's see what they're going to do. You can't take on the people. You cannot. But Nigerians, I don't know why people are still looking for. There is no way. If you like, look, let them conduct another whatever election tomorrow. You vote the way you voted. This will even be worse. I've never had a case whereby the Supreme Court will see forgery. The Supreme Court will see forgery. What they did in America, all they are talking is why was the deposition not done in a law court? Why should you ask them where the deposition should be done? Is it not acceptable in America? So you want the University of Chicago, Chicago State University, to do their deposition in Ikeja High Court. It cannot work. They do it their own way and they've issued. Some of us studied abroad. When they issue your transcript, or Nigeria send their transcript, you don't have to query it. He said, why didn't the registrar sign it? That is the way it is done in their place. So there are a lot of things Nigerians should reflect on and then act. There is no formula again. There is no formula. What is it called? Are Nigerians ready for a change? Yes. Have they demonstrated it? Yes. For the first time, there was nobody is accusing anybody of buying vote. Did you hear it? Both vying, they were because people are not interested. They found out that for every 5,000 you give them, you send them back by 50 years impoverishment. So they don't want. Meanwhile, Labour Party, they are following obedient. They say they don't they give shishi, they don't accept shishi. And people did it. Even with all the provocations, all the misery. Yet, so what else do you want? You've done the best. The world listening to you. European Union, look at their report. They indicted the government and look, it wasn't free and fair. In other words, the person they declared winner is not the person that won. So what else do you need? The green light is there for Nigerians. Do what every other country has done, everywhere. Civil disobedience, protest is a way of life. Your own cannot be different. Don't be violent. Just show that you don't want it. Then down tools. Before you know it, the opinion of world press will change. And when it changes, justice will be on your side. Nothing is too late insofar as you are alive. But when Nigerians come and start to profile solution, you do this, you do that, you are accepting defeat. You don't. I've never discussed any figure that there will be 10 million votes here or one this because I don't believe all this in the bandy. The moment you start discussing it, it means you've accepted it. Then you are not. I don't believe all those nonsense. They just fix figure and then start to invite you for debate. I don't debate it. I know the man won. Why did you switch up the IREV? 3 ballot paper given to you on a particular day. Simultaneously, you were given together. Just go behind a screen, thumbprint, and then come and put it here. You did it. Two of them were uploaded. The other one, they said, do not. There's no glitch. They say do not because the people, those ad hoc staff that served, I know some of them we called, they said they were told not to upload presidential election. They were told upload the two, but don't upload this. Why? That is the if you want to change now, that is the question. Why? Ask anybody who worked for INEC on 25th February. He will tell you we were instructed not to upload this because we aren't given the password. It's as simple as that. Then why? Why was that? So that is the issue. It's not a case of we didn't re-strategize or PDP and Labour Party they break themselves into 1 million and they shared vote. Anybody saying that person is incapable of independent and objective thought. I don't listen to such. It means you can't reflect. There is no amount of, if you like, go and combine all the parties and be 1 billion in population. If they switch all the beavers, what are you going to do? So that is the issue. It's not that is the issue. Why? Why was it switched off? Even the owners has come in to say our beavers was working. The owners of beavers, Amazon Web Services, AWS, said it. So what else do you need? You send a message to Yahoo email. It didn't go. You tell the recipient what is happening. He said, I didn't receive it. You contact Yahoo. Yahoo said, no, this email, there's nothing wrong with it. It's going. So who are you? Do you know more than Yahoo, the owners of the email website, the email software? So that is the issue. I want Nigerians to listen. That is the issue. You were deliberately shortchanged. And until you come out and say, look, you must give me what belongs to me, you are not going anywhere. Niger Watcher, thank you for your effort and then for gathering here every evening to educate Nigerians and learn from each other. Hopefully, something good must surely come out. Look at the economy has tanked. Look at the economy. Economy has tanked. Nigeria is not going anywhere. No economy, nothing is working. So what else? What formula are you gonna apply than to get rid of to remove all those people that are there, and then a new breed of somebody who deserves to be there should be there, then so that things can change. There's nothing happening in Nigeria. Nothing. It's just hardship, writ large. Thank you.
Thank you, Augustine. Thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate you all for your time with us today. We've come to the end of this broadcast. Yes, let's continue to do our part. Nigeria, hopefully, will be better in our time. Appreciate every one of you that is still here with us, starting with from Give Us a Mandate. Mashallah, thank you very much, my wonderful people. Thank you, Black Panther, Olamide. Thank you, Augustine, Madarita, and Madam Patricia. Thank you very much. And those of you that came in that already left, Thank you very much. I appreciate every one of you. Those of you that supported us as well financially, may God bless you all. I appreciate you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'd like to appreciate the people on the comment section, starting with Mother of All. Thank you very much, Mommy. I appreciate you for all you do. Thank you very much, Stella Imasevedo. Thank you very much, Madam. I appreciate you always. Thank you, Tonia Maduke. Thank you very much. I appreciate you all, my wonderful people right there. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Tony Africa, thank you. I can see you right there. DNA, I can see you as well. Florence, oh, thank you. Peter Neffel, Willie, and many others. And God will bless you now, my people. Help us to press on the like button. Join us again tomorrow by God's grace, 6 p.m. Nigerian time. And let's continue to talk about the things that's affecting you and I. Please press on the like button. Help us to share. For those of you that are going to be playing back this video later on, please endeavor to subscribe to our channel, hit the notification bell to be notified whenever we are here, and also hit on that super thanks button, to support what we are doing here, encourage our work. Also click on the join button, membership, to encourage us as well. Share our videos, like our videos, and God bless every one of you. Also leave your comments, tell us what we are doing, what you think we are not doing right, so that we can do it right. I appreciate every one of you for your wonderful time. Please, before you leave right now, don't forget to press on that like button. It's very, very important for us that you press on the like button so that our voices can go far. I can see more people right there on the comment section, but I wish I can mention all names. I would have mentioned all the names. But nevertheless, I want you all to understand that I appreciate you all equally. Thank you very much, my people. Now, now we draw the curtain. Have a good night and sleep well. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Bye for now.
Yeah.